What's everybody? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the greatest podcast, the world's greatest podcast, the most famous podcast, and yours truly, man. I can't do this without my counterparts. Team involved. I'm 202 Hollywood DA, and as always, we got the special guest Cola in the building. What's going on, everybody?
Hey,
bro.
Hey, man. So Phenom 202. Well, actually, we're going to go to Ollie, man. Ollie Wood DA, man. What's going on, man? I mean, with this topic here, man. You excited to talk about this?
Well, no. What you talking about, man? The topic is the topic. I'm gonna talk. But yeah, I'm good. Yeah, Wednesdays is rough for me, man. Wednesdays is rough for these fucking kids. So, yeah. So I just ran in off the street, off of basketball practice.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Well, to let everybody know, the topic is the most hated characters in movies and TV. And look, when we're saying the most hated characters, it doesn't always mean villains. They're just characters that we just really hated or didn't like. But anyway, we'll go to Cola real quick, man. Cola, man, how you doing?
I'm doing great. The resident bae bringing that big auntie energy, ready for it. But, I love the villains. I'm sorry. I just love the villains. They make the show,
You need a good villain.
Exactly.
As always, man, Phenom 202, what say you?
Phenom 202, DDA representative. Yo, you hit it on the head, yo. Because I crafted this informational description of the video. I got some help from the interwebs, but so we're here to dissect what makes them so unbearable. Like you said, they might not be villains, but they can be poorly written. They can be phenomenal actors that you just hate. They're just so good at being so this bad on it. You hate them in real life. So this is always a good topic. So I want to see what y'all got to say. I want to see what people got to say. So
yeah, this is going to be a really, really good topic. I'm ready to dive into this. I got some stuff, but as far as we'll go through this, and look, you guys chime in whatever you feel anytime. Go ahead, O.
No, I was gonna say, we'll see what's popping on because dealing with real life villains, and Phenom can probably attest to this show. Because back to these fucking kids, is basketball. Practice is supposed to be over at 8:00. It's 8:15. Everybody, all the parents is looking around. 8:20. Dude, come on, couple minutes. Yo, these coaches are real villains, yo. My bad. That's all.
Tell it, yo. Tell them why you're mad.
I know.
I've been on both sides. Yo. I was a player when I had to look at my parents wait for me after practice, and I was one that had to wait for my kids to get out of practice. Oh my goodness, yo! They don't have any concept of time, yo. How much basketball? How much sports can you teach? Past time is supposed to go, yo. The kids are checked out. They're ready to go home.
Yeah, true. They got school tomorrow, the whole nine. Yeah.
Most real villains. My bad. Go ahead, man.
No, but that's good, man. That's good.
I was thinking about it. I really walked in, man. It pissed me off. It was delayed reaction. I was like, yo, you know what? I really did just walk in off the street. Mad. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Tell them why you mad, son.
Yeah. Tell them why you mad, son. Tell them why you mad. Oh man, so we're going to get into well, first off, hey everybody, just welcome. I see a lot of people coming into the chat, so appreciate everybody coming out, and please, man, let's do it. So we're going to get into the first one, and this is in no order. This is absolutely in no order. So to the stage, man. Here we go. First one out the gate. Cal Hockley from the Titanic, man. I mean, let's get right to it. He's manipulative. He puts Rose down every time they get together. And he pretended to be a mother to a child. What's wrong? What? He pretended to be a mother to a child just so he can get on the boat. So, I mean, this is one of them situations where this guy's an asshole, and he would have done anything to try to get rid of Jack. So, you guys' thoughts on this in particular, man? What do you think about this guy, man? Is he one of them people that you just love to hate?
Oh yeah, I wanted to throw him off the boat. As soon as I saw he got on that boat, I wanted to throw him off, immediately.
Yeah. He's one of the rare villains that actually won.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah, he was horrible, yo.
Yeah, I agree. What about you, O?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much the same, man. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't seen Titanic in quite a long time, man. But just seeing his face kind of pissed me off. He was an asshole. Like, you know what I mean? I guess he was doing some villainous type stuff, but like I say, I mean, he just came off like an asshole, yo. You know what I mean? You pompous prick, you.
Yeah. We got somebody that said Cal did nothing wrong. I mean, look, to each. I don't know.
I wanted an explanation.
We need an explanation
on that. Yeah.
We need something additional on that. We need some more additional information. Oh, whoops, hold on. Y'all got it. Ali, fix that one for me, man. Get us all the screen. There you go, brother. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate that.
I would say this. I can kind of see it though, because like Rose did kind of creep on him, yo. Even though he was a creep himself, he wasn't treating her the best. You know, that's relationship stuff. But you know, he ain't step out on her. Rose did the stepping out.
Yeah. Zozo Bob says he didn't win Rose in the end though. But I was like, neither did your boy.
Neither did Jack.
I know Jack. Sure
Jack died.
Froze his ass off.
But neither one of them was the Bachelor, yo.
Wasn't it like an arranged marriage? I don't think it was like anything like she said that she loved him or anything. It was supposed to be like an arranged marriage or something.
I think so. Yeah, because of money. It was because of money.
Status,
yeah. So
status,
you know.
right.
So she was another too.
She said.
You said what?
That's a
gold digger. During that time, you got married for money. Like you didn't get married for love. You got married for money. It was arranged.
Financial
and women couldn't be single. You're a spinster if you're like 18 and you're unwed. You know.
What?
Yeah.
A spinster.
Man, say that. What? I'm about to learn.
I never heard that word before.
I am a scholar. Thank you, Fina. I am a
Spencer. That's like that's an old maid, somebody who's never been married,
really
never had kids.
Oh shit!
Yes.
Oh well, there you go. I'm about to use that. Use JD Vance's next phrase. I'm sorry. Let me keep that. I will keep this apolitical. Whatever. Go ahead. Let's go.
Now, there's a lot on this list. I mean, I know other people are talking about it too. Anything else about this guy, man, Cal, before we move on to the next one, which I'm sure everybody can agree on this guy.
Let's go to the next one.
All right, man. Here we go, man. Go to the next one.
Mr.
Or matter of fact, should I call him Albert Johnson, aka Mr. from The Color Purple. Dude, I'm not even gonna lie. When he played this role, I didn't like him for years.
Yeah.
After this, years, because he played this role so damn good. He was a straight up asshole, man. I mean, straight up. I really despised him as a kid growing up. And even when I watch The Color Purple now, even though I know the actor is a good person, I hate Mr. Yo. What he did to Celie. But going around it, man, Phenom, man, what are your thoughts on Mr. being one of them people you just can't stand?
I mean, like we've said it before. Like I think Lethal Weapon saved Danny Glover because people was really hating Danny Glover because the way he treated Whoopi Goldberg. But you know, his character was just so vile, but I can't place all the blame on him. His daddy was equally as vile as him, yo. His daddy kept coming around. Chastising about not having his household in the right order.
Right.
You gonna let her talk to you like that, boy?
He was putting a dagger in his back. Oh my gosh. But you know, back then, it kind of, this movie had me looking at grandfathers and our ancestors in a different light, yo. And it kind of made you really feel bad for grandmothers back then. And they had nothing to do with black or white, because guess what? Everybody, it was across the board, that kind of generational thing. But but he played the hell out this role.
Oh, man, he sure did, yo. He sure did. No lie about that.
Yeah.
Ollie, man, what are your thoughts on Mr. aka Albert Johnson?
My bad. I mean, he was a bad guy, yo. I felt bad for poor Whoopi, yo. So I mean, I don't have much to say on it, man. I told you, man. I told you to play in the background today, man. I'm just gonna jump in and out, man. Every now and then.
What? You ain't got nothing to say on Mr. All right, we're going to Cola then.
You know, and you know, I always got something to say, yo.
Well, I'm sure you're gonna have something to say on the next one.
Yeah. I'm about to get in the groove. Look, the hoodie's coming up. I'm about to get in the groove.
Oh, here we go.
Go ahead, Cola. You got it.
Yeah, no, I mean, of course, I definitely hated Mr. But I love the redemption with Whoopi at the end because I may be black and I may be ugly, but I's free.
Yeah.
I's free. I mean, it just made the freedom so much sweeter at the end. You know what I'm saying? Like when she was like, anything you touch is gonna go. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When
She put the voodoo on him.
She put that
Put the
root
two
on him.
fingers up.
Root on him.
Yes. Anything you touch gonna fail. Like it just made it that much sweeter.
But it's you got to look at it this way. Even from the beginning, she was a teenager when he took her.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
14
saying? She
years
was
old. in the books,
given away
if I'm
by
not
her
mistaken.
daddy.
And that's not even the one he wanted.
Yeah.
Got rid of her sister. Cut all communications with other people. Brought another chick to the crib to stay. So Suge Avery. You know what I'm saying? So like he was just like all over the place with it, yo. And then the redemption at the end, like Whoopi gets her daddy's land and she was able to break away and do her all. Did she start like a sewing business or something like that? Like
it was like seamstress. Making pants and stuff.
But he was hated for a long time until Lethal Weapon came around. They were like, okay.
Yeah. It really did save his career. He was hated for a long time. But somebody that I don't think will ever be redeemed as one of these people that people hate. This guy right here, man. Joffrey Baratheon from Game of Thrones. I don't think this kid will ever be redeemed in music movies, TV. I mean, maybe he's one of the most hated characters in history, film, television combined. I mean, this guy in Games of Thrones was ruthless, but he played the hell out of this character so much that everybody hated him. He was a fucking psychopath. And I felt sorry for the girl that was with him. Oh my God, he made that girl.
It was Sansa,
Sansa.
That's right. It was Sansa Stark. Oh my God. He was spoiled. He was vindictive. The dude was pure evil. Pure evil. So I don't think this guy could ever be redeemed ever though. But we're Ali. I know you got some stuff to say about this because you're a Game of Thrones fan.
Yeah,
so we'll start off with you, man.
Yeah, Joffrey is definitely one of the most hated people ever, man. That's why the actor did a real good job, man. Like I always say, if I see him in the street, I might just like run up and smack him. No reason. I at least throw a couple of curse words. I almost feel bad for him because I'm sure when he walks down the street, people probably do just be yelling out shit like "fuck you," like
right.
You know what I mean? Like just random, like he can't do nothing, man. He's gonna be Joffrey forever, yo.
For real.
Yeah, like
didn't he quit
acting? Didn't he quit acting because of this?
Gleason. I'm looking at his
IMDb.
He was in a couple things, but nothing sustainable
after this. Damn, that's crazy.
Like I saw something that said that like he quit, because he was getting so many death threats just walking down the street.
What?
And
Yes,
like people could not separate him from this character at all. And the funny thing is, a lot of times the people who play these roles are actually like the sweetest people in the world.
And that's what they said about him.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Played the hell out of that character. He played the hell out of that character, though.
Yeah, he did.
He had like all the things that get you mad, though. Like first of all, I mean, he was just like evil. He was just mean as hell. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, he was really like a spoiled brat. Like, Tywin used to put him in his place all the time, every now and then. You know what I mean? So it's like, he's soft for real. Remember during the battle and shit, that motherfucker all scared and shit. But then
he slapped him.
He smacked him in the face.
But he won't about shit, yo.
But you know what?
Just plain and simple.
Well, really, because my wife, she started rewatching the first season, and I just happened to walk in the room, and he made Ned Stark apologize and cop to the treason to save his life, and everybody, and Sansa was like, "Cool." He was like, "You know what? I wouldn't be a king, and I have to set an example off with his head." Cut his head off, and took Sansa where he was to see where his daddy head is every day. It made him look at it, yo.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was just in season 1, yo.
Yeah, but I had to lie. That's when I'm sorry. I was just saying that's when I knew Game of Thrones was gonna be that thing, yo. Because once they killed Ned, because I didn't think they was gonna kill Ned at all. You know what I mean? I thought Ned was about to be the star of the show.
Yeah, he was
the main character.
Yeah, it was like,
that's the benefit of not reading the book.
Everybody could get it. In Game of Thrones, everybody could get it. Like it didn't matter. Like as soon as you fall in love with them, off with their heads.
And I think we probably need to group these Game of Thrones characters together because
I was about to say that too because they had so
they
many.
Have quite a few. Yeah.
Because Sansa, Cersei for me was that chick. Yes, I hated her with a passion. Her death was way too good. Her death, she did not deserve that joint. I'm getting mad just thinking about it right now. You did not deserve to go out like that. You did not. You deserve way worse.
Yeah. Cersei was. She was. There was only one time that I felt a little bit of remorse for Cersei, and that's when she had to do the walk of shame. That was the only time I felt a little bit remorse, but other than that,
the only time I felt a little bit of remorse for her is when her son died. When the youngest one died, the sweet one.
Oh, that's right.
When he killed himself.
The good king. Yes.
Then sorry, spoiler alerts for anybody who hasn't seen it. When he killed himself or whatever, I was like, okay, my heart goes out to you a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no, that walk of shame, she deserved that. But she did not deserve to die with the love of her life, her twin brother. Like that was, she should not. No,
I'm surprised. I don't know. Maybe I'm. Nah, man. I didn't really hate Cersei like that.
I was about to say the same thing. Well,
you didn't really hate Cersei like that? Okay, go ahead. Tell him.
She was a mama, man.
She was her mama. She'd do anything for her kids. I mean, she might have been. I mean, she was fucked up, but I mean, everybody in Game of Thrones was messed up. And I mean, she was just doing everything she could for her kids. So that's all.
Yeah, like killing people.
Killing people. A lot of people.
A lot of people.
The Starks were killing people too. Like everybody killed everybody. It's Game of Thrones, yo.
The Starks was killing people because people were trying to kill them. Yeah, they weren't killing people just to kill them. They were perfectly fine in the country, minding their business.
Because the Starks didn't want to start killing people until Joffrey cut off Ned Stark's head. That's when it changed.
They started it.
But you gotta I look at it this way. This is the only kind of way I defend.
I hate, but maybe that's. Well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Because she was perceived as protecting her family. She was married. She kind of reminded me of Alicent to an extent because they both married people they didn't really want to marry. They was trying to preserve power, all that stuff. But there was times when I say I didn't hate Cersei, because there was times I did feel for her. Like when they went to Dorne and the lady kissed her daughter on the lips, poisoned her daughter. That was uncalled for. But guess what? Cersei is that bee that got her back, kissed her daughter in front of her.
Didn't she kill that woman's husband?
What husband?
Or somebody in her family killed the woman in Dorne. That's the reason why she got back at her, because the mountain killed her husband.
Yeah,
right. No, killed her brother. It was a brother or something like that.
But it was retribution. You know what I'm saying? Like you took one of mine, I took one of yours.
Yeah,
but maybe it was. I'm not saying Cersei was a good person. I just didn't hate her, yo. Like I hated. What's the Stark's mama's name? I hated her way more than Cersei.
Catelyn Stark.
I hated Catelyn Stark with a passion, yo. She was just dumb. Because she was just dumb. She was just always.
She was mean to Jon Snow.
She was mean to Jon Snow for the wrong reason.
For the wrong, because she didn't know. She didn't know.
But like when she what's my Tyrant? Like she fucked that all up. She fucked all up with the red wedding, because you know what I mean. She should have just told that boy no, you don't marry. Just we promised them and all. Like she just fucked up all over the place, yo. So I hate. She used to just get on my nerves. She used to make those dumbass faces. I was like, man, you
tell them why you mad, Ali.
She always trying to make grown woman decisions and be wrong, and then do a little sad face. I ain't like her, man. Caitlyn Stark got on my nerves.
Yeah, I mean, she definitely was somebody who I didn't like. And there's a lot of people like Caitlyn Stark who really didn't do really bad things, but did stuff that just made you hate them. But another person in Game of Thrones I hated, and I think he was kind of 1A with Joffrey, was probably Ramsay Bolton. because
Oh yeah.
he was probably
was
one
brutal.
of the evilest, cruelest
Mhm.
people that you could ever come across in Game of Thrones, yo.
Yeah,
I
he-
agree.
Yeah,
From
he's
What he
playing
did to
people.
that one dude.
Yeah,
Mm.
Reek.
Just-
Oh,
he
Yeah.
turned
Yes,
him into
Reek.
Reek. Yeah, he
Yes.
made him into Reek.
Yeah,
Yes.
he castrated him.
Yeah.
Castrated that dude, man, and then started eating the joint in
eating the
his face
sausage,
like he was all
eating the sausage
good.
in his face, yo.
Yeah, yo, like what?
No, he
Dude,
What
didn't.
did he do
crazy.
that at?
No, he didn't actually do. He melds the body. He melds his private parts to his
Well,
dad
at least
and sister.
it looked like
Yes,
he
he
was
did
eating
because
that
they opened
joint.
the
Well, no, it
box
was
and
a
they had his
sausage.
things.
Yeah.
He said what? Oh,
It was like a sausage. Like he had
Yeah,
like
he's
it
eating
was
a
an actual
sausage.
sausage.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't eating the guy's sausage. He was eating
Yeah, that's what.
Oh,
yeah,
I thought
that's
it
what-
was. I thought it was
no,
his.
He
No, because he
He-
mailed it back to the father or something.
yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Yeah.
He UPS that joint straight back to the, which would that'd be a hell of a gift to open, like a box open. He's like, like Amazon. You know, you get the Amazon packages, you be excited. Like, oh shit,
Right.
I forgot I
Yeah.
ordered something. Like, you know, especially when you be like, forgetting you ordered something. You open that
Mhm.
shit up, I'll be like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Like, open that box.
I know.
And
that's a real mafia stuff, yo. That was mafia
Yeah.
stuff before mafia stuff, yo.
That would be crazy. You know,
Yeah,
what I mean?
but
But
I
even the
agree.
way he treated Sansa, yo. Like,
Oh, yeah.
he was
Yes.
cool
Yeah.
to her.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
he
Like
had the
Sansa
vicious
did
dogs.
not get a break when it came to these dudes.
Yeah.
Nah.
Well, I would
Um,
say this. I hated Sansa too.
Me
I ain't
too.
gonna lie.
I was gonna say the same thing.
What?
I hated her in the beginning. I'm not gonna lie, like
Used to
for the
get on
way
my
that she was
nerves.
treating Arya and stuff.
But then she
yeah.
felt you felt better for her. But I would say one thing that Ramsay did that was some real sucker shit was he killed his stepmama and the stepbrother. He fed him to the
yeah.
dogs.
Fed him to the
Yeah, so-
dogs.
So he be the real heir, not
Yeah.
you know.
He was
it's crazy. Huh?
evil, yo. And remember the whole thing with the battle of the bastards, where
Bastards.
he let Jon Snow brother like made it look like he was going to let him
Rickon.
go.
Yeah,
Rickon.
Rickon.
And then he waited till he almost got there and shot an arrow in his back, yo.
I thought that was funny.
I thought that was fire, yo. He was like,
I mean, it was great.
Go to your brother. Go.
Mm.
And then
Yeah,
they were
running,
shooting
struggling to
arrows.
get down the hill.
Yeah.
When they were shooting the arrows, they weren't trying to hit him at first. They kind of made like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Then
But see,
Jon
it
Snow
was
couldn't
all for
get to that
play.
time, yo.
I mean, that's the only thing I thought when I saw that was Ricky.
Ricky.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Bro, he should have been no zigzag, no nothing. He just
No
running
zigzag.
straight.
There was no zigzag. The dude was running straight the whole time.
Straight.
I would have been zigzagging across
yeah.
that field.
I would have stopped, dropped, and roll. I would have did all
'Cause
types of stuff.
It took like 20, 30 minutes for that arrow to come down and hit him, and he's still running
was,
straight.
Yeah.
That joint wasn't there forever. He was like, because he had to. That joint was
Shot that joint real high.
I know.
Oh man,
Bro.
yeah.
But Josie brings up somebody, Littlefinger. I really hated that bastard. I really hated that bastard.
I could definitely see that. I
Yeah,
kind of
he
like
was
that.
so
I kind of
conniving.
like the Game of Thrones aspect of his character, though. I ain't gonna lie, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was conniving, you know.
Nah.
He was.
Yeah.
He was.
But he was.
Yeah.
Nah, I can see why people didn't like him, yo. But he got his too.
I mean, he was, because if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Littlefinger like, didn't he own a brothel or something? And he was
Yeah.
like kind of like this. Yeah, he was a lower class person that was playing the Game of Thrones to get himself into position that he was, but you couldn't trust nothing that guy was saying because he
Oh,
was always
not a
playing
thing.
both sides.
Yeah.
He threw Shorty out the tower, yo.
That's
Mhm.
right.
And she threw it in the hole in the sky. Yo. Yeah, he was banging her and everything, tell her he loved her and everything, and ended up killing her, yo.
Right.
Yeah. One thing I can say good about Ramsay Bolton, and not because of what he did, but y'all were saying that y'all didn't like Sansa start. This is when I started to like Sansa, was after she got with Ramsay Bolton, because it really hardened her to like, okay, this is some real shit. And she was totally different from the rest of the season. And I was like, okay, she's on her stuff now, because now she was all, you know, she was too green to everything and thinking everything was all smooth. But that was the only good thing about Ramsay.
Yeah.
It hardened her up. Yeah, go ahead. Earl.
I got some. Here you go. For the people.
Oh no. Yeah. Oh, that's good.
I was about to say, if he pees on himself, I'm done.
That would be funny.
Whoever the guy was that played Reek, he was really good because he would immediately go into that panic state and feel like he was about to piss on himself every time Ramsay came around. He was good.
Guess what? Reek is on this list too, yo. Characters I hated, yo.
Really? Okay, let's talk about it.
Because he faked the Stark boy's death. He claimed he killed them. He really did. And then he get captured, get his junk cut off, and then he did some redeeming stuff because he sacrificed himself at the end. But the guy that plays it, yo, he always plays suckers and shit. He was a sucker in John Wick. You know what I'm saying? He stole John Wick's kid, a car, and killed his dog. So he plays that sucker role so good, yo. So
he does. So we were talking about Joffrey as being a kid that we can't stand. But I got another kid that I can't stand. And if you guys have watched Power, you know exactly who I'm talking about. This motherfucker Tariq from Power, yo, could not stand his ass, yo. I hate Tariq from Power. Everything about him. He was spoiled. He didn't like his daddy. He was trying to kill him. There was nothing about this kid I liked in Power, man. Can't stand him, yo. So I had to add him to the list for me personally because I fucking hate Tariq, yo. I don't know if anybody else has seen Power out of y'all, but who's seen Power? You've seen Power, Phenom.
I'm all caught up. And the thing about it is I hated him in this, but I actually like him in the new Power, yo. So but I say to anybody, you know what I'm saying, if you're looking for a show, like Power is a good show. I know people, when I say it's a good show, Ali can laugh and all that.
I think it's a good show too.
But guess what? It keeps stars in business because the Power 50 Cent done gave Power has a Power universe. And you know, like any show, it does jump the shark from time to time. You know what I'm saying? I love Sons of Anarchy. Sometimes Sons of Anarchy jump the shark. You know what I'm saying? I still loved it. But it does numbers. Like it really has a cult following. And I mean, it's really a soap opera. Like it does, you know, kind of jump the shark. So that's all I got to say about that.
What about you, Ali, man? What do you think about Tariq, yo?
I mean, I don't like Tariq, but I don't like the show. I told you, well, I told you after like the first season, I started watching Power. I was like, yo, this soap opera mess. I was good. So I really have no thoughts.
I feel like every drama is a soap opera.
In and out, yeah, but not like this. This was like some. It started off one thing, and then it just turned into a whole nother thing. I was like, yo, this is trash. At least me, my personal opinion. Yeah, Power wasn't for me. That's all I can say.
Okay. Have you ever watched Power, Cola?
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it. I didn't like Tariq, but the one that I hated the most was Angela. Like,
most women I know.
It's like if you call out Jaime one more time, like Jaime, what are you doing? Jaime, stop it. Jaime, did you kill this person? Like, shut up.
But see, that was one of the reasons I like the show. Like your boy threw away everything for this chick. Well, I don't understand. Like it made no sense to me, yo. Like
he got super sloppy.
Yeah, so I was like, after like the first season, I mean, I ain't gonna act like I'd never seen it because you know my wife watched it, so it, like dip in and out, like come in, but I can't do it. I couldn't do it.
Well, here we got another one, man. Here that person right here, man, Big Red Davis from the 5 Heartbeats.
Oh God!
Come on, man. This guy right here. I mean, look, you can even see his face, yo. He's conniving. He's ready. So if anybody's seen the 5 Heartbeats, Big Red Davis owned his company, signed the 5 Heartbeats, but this guy, yo, was crazy.
A crap deal.
Yeah, he gave him a crap deal. He wound up killing their manager. And remember, this is one of the best parts here is when he go crazy and he literally is kicking one of his superstars' asses and about to throw his ass out the window.
Because his hours are from 9 to 5. You want to talk about business, you talk between 9 and 5. You
That's
know what I'm
right.
saying? These were not those hours.
Yeah, they weren't the hours, yo. He's like, talk to me from 9 to 5, but because the guy wanted to talk to him from a different time, this happens.
Mhm.
You know, it's
I'm about to
So what are
throw
your
him out
thoughts
the
about Big
window.
Red Cola, man? I mean, what do you think? You think he's one of the people you just hate?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, just like I hated him worse when he came up to the widow of the manager
Oh.
at the funeral to talk about if you need anything, and I do mean anything.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's the funeral. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like his body is literally right there. You know what I'm saying? It was
Yeah,
crazy.
and that's when the wife found out that he was the one that was doing the harassing calls, and she knew that he was the one that killed her husband. Yo, Red was conniving, yo. This dude was crazy. Ollie, man, what are your thoughts on Big Red David from the Five Heartbeats?
I mean, he was conniving, just like you said. I mean, he had his business hours, so I mean, he was a crazy dude, man. You know. Yeah. I was. You be pulling these movies. I ain't seen them forever. I can't remember.
It don't matter, yo. You know the villains though.
I know that one picture. The villain is his hair. Yo, what the hell? He got a joint swinging to the side.
I know, yo.
The one at the top
that's
right,
probably,
yo.
He got that curl. That
Yeah, he
curl
got something.
going
Yeah, that's his hairdresser's the real villain.
I agree with Vince over here though. Like he put ideas for Suge Knight. Suge Knight got ideas from him.
Yeah. I think Big Red put ideas. Yo, seriously, he was the Suge Knight in the Five Heartbeats show. He was hanging cats out the window for deals. I mean, guy was crazy. So what do y'all think about? I don't have a picture of him, but I just thought about it. Lawrence Fishburne as Ike Turner in Love. And what's love got to do with it, man? What are y'all thoughts on him? What Phoenix? I mean, because he played the hell out of that character. So
I mean, Lawrence Fishburne he's a man of many talents when it comes to acting. So he portrayed Ike Turner so good. Ike Turner was like, yo, he need an Oscar, yo. For real.
Yeah.
So, but no, I mean, like any kind of person that beat on women, you know what I'm saying? You always gonna be a villain. But I think Ike Turner is like, you can't beat on Tina Turner, man. Everybody loves Tina Turner, yo.
I know. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he played that role though.
Played the hell out of that role so bad that I had to start thinking twice about Larry Fishburne. You know, because he played that role so good. I mean, Eat the Cake anime, all that stuff. I mean, he was laying hands on Tina. Awful hands on Tina. So he played the hell out of the role, man. And I do not like Ike Turner at all because of this, the way he played him. Go ahead, Cola.
Yeah, I heard he didn't even want to take that role. Like Ike Turner did not want to take that role. He only took it because what's her name was going to be Angela Bassett was going to be in it, and they had already played in a movie beforehand. So that was the only reason why he did it. But he was like, he would have changed the whole script. You know, which is crazy because there's so many iconic like lines that came from there, like "Eat the Cake." You know what I'm saying? Like "Eat the Cake" anime, like everybody does that. You know.
Yeah, I agree. What about you, O? Do you remember this movie?
Yeah. I mean, he definitely did his thing in this movie. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna give him as many points as y'all, just because real life Ike was probably worse off than him, man. So if any villain, it's gonna be real life Ike, yo. You know what I mean? Ike Turner was a motherfucking crazy ass man.
Well, absolutely.
Beard, mustache, everything about Ike. Ike looked like a mean ass like uncle or something.
He
did. He looked mean, yo, for real. I know, Phenom, you said he's like real short though.
Yeah, he's not a big dude at all, yo. He's not. That's the thing that makes him the most villainous, because he would not do that to a regular sized cat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, like, he was the musician, he was the band. He kind of created Tina Turner, and that's what he told himself. Like, he gave her this fame. And she can't live without him. But guess what? She broke away and became a megastar. And he went on Sally Jesse Raphael talk about, I hit her. She deserved to get hit. You know what I'm saying? So that making it look even worse. Yo.
That's crazy. That's wild. How you going TV for that? Just like, yo, you're wild, man.
It's crazy, yo. Yeah.
So we're gonna jump to a bit of my world here, and I'm gonna put him up here to kind of get y'all thoughts on this, man. My man Thanos from Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, man. This definitely got, but some people think Thanos is right in wanting to snap off half the universe. But I did not like Thanos so much. For one, he took out half the universe, took out my man Black Panther and all my peoples. But I definitely got to put Thanos in one of the people, man, that you just hate though. But cool person though, man, as far as character. But you gotta hate him though. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Cole, I go to you first.
Oh, he did a bad thing, but for all the right reasons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like what you understood at the end, what happened. You're like, okay, I see where you were trying to get at, but did Tom have to go though? Did Spider-Man have to go?
I know.
So I hated him. But like after seeing all the shows and everything with people, they have like their mugs and their little signs. Thanos was right. I was like, maybe he was right.
Because in his mind, he was trying to do it to keep the resources going because people were using the resources too much. I don't know, but everybody.
I'll be honest. I didn't know people. I mean, I know like he was the bad guy. I didn't know people like hated Thanos. So.
Well, he got rid of half of the population.
Yeah. I mean, the people in the Marvel universe hate him. I'm talking about in real life.
In real life,
like I didn't know people.
Probably not as much. Probably not as much.
I never read any people that like fuck Thanos. Like he's a good character. Like he's a a good bad guy to have, a good villain. But yeah, I'm surprised. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't hate him at all. I thought he was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. I mean, because like I said, people gonna hate him. I would hate to get snapped, and he ain't had no control over who left. He just happened to snap it randomly after population's gone. You know what I'm saying?
Had enough control to make sure that what's his face didn't go. Iron Man.
Who that?
Iron Man.
I thought Iron Man wasn't around.
No, they said the only stipulation to getting this ring from old boy, the wizard, what's his name?
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange was that they keep Iron Man. That was his stipulation for giving him this ring.
Yeah, that's true because when you snap it, you can't choose it. Some things you can choose, but
so he can control everything. We can control certain
because
grant wishes.
Because even when they did it before, like when they got everybody back, they said, "Don't bring us back to where it was. Don't change anything of the past 5 years that happened. Just bring the people back.
Bring them back to present day."
Right.
Hence, that's why Ant-Man came back. And he was like, "Where's everybody at?"
Yes.
We talked about this, man. I feel sorry for people that were on airplanes when the snap happened because when they came back, they were falling out of the sky. Honestly.
Oh yeah.
Me and I was talking about that one time, We was like, damn, they feel sorry for them guys.
Yeah, some people that got fucked up.
Yeah, when the snap
in the wall. Yeah, you were standing somewhere now. They put a new 7-Eleven. Your ass like stuck in the wall, some shit. Half of your body in a Slurpee machine or some shit. You know what I mean?
It's real. You gotta think about that stuff though. Like, damn, because but here's another character that at least I hated growing up, and I don't know how many people actually watch Scooby Doo, but I love Scooby Doo, but I hated this little shit. I hated Scrappy Doo, man. Could not stand that little shit, that little puppy power, and put him up and let me at him. Oh man, couldn't stand him. And I was so glad when they stopped showing him and they just went back to showing Scooby Doo and the gang. But yeah, I was not a big Scrappy Doo fan. I don't know if you've seen Scooby Doo, but Scrappy Doo was my favorite.
Yeah,
guess what?
Seen Scooby.
Yeah, Scrappy Doo was. I love Scrappy Doo. Guess what? He was so popular that he had a name. He had his own cartoon, didn't he? Or he was he was based off of something like that. Oh, that was a pup named Scooby Doo.
That was a pup named Scooby Doo. That was Scooby Doo.
Yeah, I like him. I don't really care for Scrappy. Never mind.
Yeah,
I'll be trying to say.
Yeah, Scrappy was definitely
he was a little shit.
Yeah, he was like one of them little dogs just get on your nerves for real. Like
a chihuahua.
Yeah, like in real life. Like, you know what I mean?
There you go, Bob. He was annoying as fuck.
Yeah,
So go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's it. No, I mean Scrappy definitely got on my nerves, yo. I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the purpose was. Like, why did they bring him around? Yo?
I don't know. But I think we're going to have a debate on this particular one because he is portrayed as a bully. But I think lately we'll have a different set of opinion, man. Jolly Lawrence from Karate Kid, as you can see here, looks like he's portrayed as a bully on Daniel LaRusso. But after watching Cobra Kai and that famous YouTube video, you start to understand that Johnny wasn't the villain. That it actually, in hindsight, was Daniel LaRusso, man. I mean, so what are you guys' thoughts about that? Go ahead, Cole. I was about to say something.
He was the bully. He was the bully. I mean, but everybody has their like. He had a reason, I guess, to bully, but he was the bully. You know what I'm saying? Now on Cobra Kai, I would say that he isn't a bully. You know, like Danny is the bully in Cobra Kai. You know, because like he just has like all this angst about whatever happened to him when he was younger, and even though like he's trying to change his ways, you know, old boy is still living in the past and keeps like, you know, throwing it back in his face. So yeah, like now Danny's the bully, but Johnny was the bully back in the day. I don't care how you try to spin it. You know what I'm saying? He was always trying to attack old boy. You know,
I love this. I love this. Let the debate begin.
I can't agree. I mean, are you really a bully if somebody trying to take your girl and just because you can beat them up, you do?
Okay, so he didn't try. Like, you can't try to take something that's already yours. You know what I'm saying? If she is yours, she's gonna stay there. If she leaves, she's for the streets. So why are you trying to beat somebody up over somebody who don't want you?
He was pushing up hard, and then like the Halloween joint, like he set himself up for that. He deserved to get his ass kicked for that one, yo. Like we did the water on him and all that. I was like, yo, you deserve to get your ass kicked for that. Like, yes, we would have ran you down and tried to beat your
ass. The Halloween party where they had the party. Well, nobody from Cobra Kai fucking with them. LaRusso decides to put the water hose over them
for no
reason. You know, it was just like
I felt like there was a reason.
No reason.
Maybe not at that moment, at that time, but there was a reason.
Jack agrees. I would have to Johnny shouldn't be on the list. It's an awful thumbnail. So whoever made that thumbnail, y'all fuck up, Steve Phenom. I wasn't gonna say your name. You didn't have to raise your hand.
Bro, look, I look at it this way. This is what is debated. Some people agree that he's the villain, some people don't. Yeah. I look at it this way. Both of them are mutually guilty of being a villain, yo.
That's what I think.
My thing is this. I gotta know, was Johnny a true villain prior to Ralph Macchio getting there? Because if he was just a regular dude hanging out with his Cobra Kai, you know, going to beach parties and just picking it, and then this New Yorker or New Jersey dude come here with his bravado and start messing with my girl and then trying to fight me, and I just move out the way, and then I gotta punch you because I'm defending myself. You know? That's how I look at it.
And if you remember, you're right, Venus. If you remember, Ralph was the one that punched Johnny first. He sucker punched Johnny because at first Johnny, at first Johnny is like turn around. I mean, Johnny does fuck up the girl's radio. I mean, he does do that, but he's still not messing with Ralph. But Ralph gets upset because Johnny trips him. He doesn't punch him. He just keeps tripping him. And so Ralph sucker punches Johnny in the mouth and makes him bleed. And that's when Johnny's like, oh shit, now I gotta kick your ass. And that's what happens on the beach.
Okay, but you said he keeps tripping him. Like
he kept charging because he kept charging at him to try to fight him.
Okay, so Johnny was tripping old boy.
Danny was running at him though.
Yeah. Daniel LaRusso was charging at Johnny.
I'm gonna have to play back the tape because I kind of feel like this was because he was kind of stepping in. He was kind of stepping into this conversation that he was having. So that's why I feel like it's really from both sides, because you really look at it. Johnny and Danny are really the same. They both are hard-headed and they're set in their ways, you know, and that's why they didn't get along. Johnny
was pushed more because of Kreese. You know what I'm saying?
I would agree with that.
Because he set up that culture of no surrender.
No retreat, no surrender. Yeah.
So, and the thing about
Strike first.
Strike first. But
Mhm.
and I've said this before and I say it again to all the new listeners. I have a big problem with the Karate Kid. I love the Karate Kid. It's a great movie. But John Kreese is the worst instructor in the world because you let this Bama 2 weeks learn karate and he whooped your whole dojo, yo.
Yeah, I know he did, yo. It only took 2
Just from
weeks.
doing household chores.
I know.
2
Wax
weeks,
on, wax
yes,
off.
to win the Valley Karate
Hey,
Tournament.
yeah.
I want all my money back, Cobra Kai. I put my
I
kid
hear
in your dojo.
You're right, man. I'm like, yo, this motherfucker came through and swept all my money back. You're right about that, yo.
That's
Yeah,
true,
man.
yo. 2 weeks. He wound up killing the whole dojo in 2 weeks. Yeah, Kreese is the worst sensei of all time, man. Damn.
Sweep the leg.
Sweep the leg. But you know why he won? Because they played that song. If they didn't play that song, Ralph would have been fucked up. Because they
that's
played that
around.
song.
Uh-oh. Vince. Danny Warner with the montage. You know all we need is a montage, and it's good, bro.
That's it, yo. They was playing that shit. Danny was like, "Oh fuck, yeah, I'm about to fuck somebody up." Yes, it's the montage, yo. That's why he won, yo.
And all that
one
shit,
of the best lines in the movie, though, is "Put him in a body bag." I think I saw somebody else put that up there.
Yeah, one of
That's
the
a good
people, one of them just died, yo.
Really?
One of the Cobra Kai people just died, yo.
Mm-hmm.
I'll look it up real quick.
It might have been the dude that was in Cobra Kai that worked at the pawn shop, right? Was it him?
No, actually, he was from Karate Kid. He was one of the original ones.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know he was in the Karate Kid. Well, maybe. But I was gonna say, shout out to. Well, I was gonna say something racist. Let me stop.
Chad McQueen.
Which one is he?
He played Dutch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who that is. Is that the one that said
Dutch
put him in the body bag?
I think Dutch is the blonde one, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, he was actually kind of nice, though. He was a nice guy. Yeah.
He was not nice. He was the main one. The blonde guy. All of them was mean, yo.
I don't know, yo. There was one guy that was always like, because he was trying to get Johnny to stop. He was like, "Stop, Johnny. He's had enough."
They weren't Dutch.
They wasn't Dutch. Okay, never mind.
Dutch. Yeah.
So how many of y'all seen Mean Girls?
No, fuck. I gotta get this racist joke out, man. Yo,
Go ahead, brother. Get it out there.
Like, how long do you think Mr. Miyagi's mama worked at a Asian massage parlor for him to learn that technique? And second, Karate Kid had a happy ending. I'm about to, come on, brother. I know. Stop. Let me stop. I'm just stop. Mean Girls.
Okay.
Because I was trying to figure out where is he going with this. I just don't know.
But then,
it's okay, man. Mean Girls. I don't know if anybody's seen Mean Girls, but this was an immensely popular film back in the day. And if you ever seen Mean Girls, you gotta rank this girl right up there, man, as one of the worst, yo. One of the worst. Can't even remember her name right now, but I got her on the list, man. I saw this movie. Yeah, what is her name? Hold on, let me see here. Regina George. Regina George. Yep. Yeah, Regina George. I mean, look, she is straight out of Teen Nightmares. If you ever were a kid or female growing up in high school, this girl probably made you recognize all the shit you hated about being a teenage girl growing up in high school. So Mean Girls made the list for me because it came up with the new Mean Girls this year, and I went back and watched the original Mean Girls, which was this, and I was like, damn, she's nasty. Mm-hmm. But other than that, Cola, man, you've seen Mean Girls. I saw you raise your hand. What are your thoughts?
I was about to say, you could have started with me because I'm a girl.
Okay, famous. But you have raised your hand, though. That's why.
No. Yeah, she was definitely one of those chicks that you wanted to punch in the face. Yeah, and like I with females like her, I never understood why people follow them. How they have such a huge following, because if you take, like, that's their power, is people following them, like if you take that away, then she's nothing, so it was just, Like every time I see it, I just want to slap her and slap everybody else that listens to her. Like, why are you listening?
Yeah. Yeah, because she will compliment to your face in a degrading way at the same time, make you feel like shit, you know. So Phoenix and Ali, have you guys seen Dream Girls? Dream
Not
Girls,
Dream Girls, Mean Girls.
Mean Girls, I'm sorry.
I've seen it, but I can't relate to girls like that because we ain't really had that in our high school, yo. So when I watched it, I was like, yeah, I kind of felt like you did. Like, how do people follow people like that? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if our high school was an outlier or it was just like Ollie, you remember any mean girls like that? Any kind of shit like that?
There's probably some mean girls. They just won't mean to us.
It's different for
in general, like
right.
in general, like I'm pretty sure everybody in school knew she was a mean girl.
Like, I'm just saying, like, who?
I'm pretty sure everybody in school knew they was like a mean girl.
I think somebody like Heather. I ain't know. Trust me, somebody thought she was a mean girl, even though she was. To me, she was just funny.
But
that's the thing. It hits different for you guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like
it's different.
It probably was, but like for some people, but you know, I mean, we was good. You know what I mean?
Nah, I went to like 5 high schools, and they were all like, all of them had a chick like that. Every single one of them, and I'm like, I never understood it, you know, because I was always the new girl. It really didn't matter. You know, like I'm gonna move in like 6 months anyway, so it doesn't matter, you know. But for people who actually had to live in that environment, I don't understand.
Damn,
but I do like movies like this when girls when the mean person ain't just about to be the girl, but any bully or mean person gets put in their place at the end, they always get embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? It ends up backfiring. That's what I do like about the movie. I mean, I think this kind of made Lindsay Lohan like. Into she was already a star, but this kind of catapulted her into like adulthood kind of because she was doing like the little girl movies, like the twin movies. I can't remember the name of it. Well, she played 2 girls.
Yeah, and then she,
you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly. Parent Trap. That's what it was. Yeah, which was a good movie actually. I really did enjoy that movie.
Yeah, I like
you say what?
I like the original better.
Oh, the original Parent Trap.
Yeah.
It is good. No, straight up, it is good. So I'm bringing this one up primarily because I'm a Star Wars fan, but I think this deserves to be put on the list, man. Honestly, Jar Binks needs to be put on the list as one of the most hated characters of all time, man. And it's a damn shame. George Lucas wanted to redo the trilogy, and he's thinking he's doing this great thing. And he decides to put a character in there for the kids. And we get this guy, fucking Jar Jar Binks, man. Oopsie daisy, whoopie, whoppy, whoopie. I mean, it was the worst shit ever. And also about this thing is, y'all know, because you guys have seen it, Phoenix and Colin, there's a couple of more characters in Star Wars that are really bad that George Lucas added in here. But I feel really bad for the person that played Jar Jar Binks. The guy's name was Ahmad Best. He got shitted on for so many years for playing this role that he even contemplated suicide because of the amount of hate he got for playing this role, which it wasn't even his fault. It was George Lucas creating this character to be silly and bumbly and stupid and dumb. But Jar Jar Binks is one of the most hated characters.
They hate it because he talked like a motherfucking runaway slave, yo.
Exactly.
They hate that he's silly. Everybody was like, "What the hell is this dumb shit on my screen?" But go ahead.
He did talk like a runaway slave.
That's why I know people my side. That's why we didn't like it. But go ahead.
That's why people disliked it, yo. I mean, that's the thing. This falls in the category of poorly written characters that make you dislike it. You know what I'm saying? And he added nothing to the Star Wars universe. And that's one thing that I didn't really like about it. I mean, was that Phantom Menace? Was this one?
That was a Phantom Menace. Yeah, that was a Phantom Menace.
And I didn't even like this movie that much, yo.
I know.
So, I mean, that's made it even worse. So,
yeah. You got a bad movie and you throw this character in it, talking like massa, talking like, you know, he was talking like a slave. Got through the whole
like a Fat Album character, yo, like Mustache or something.
He's worse than Fat Album.
You know what?
Wait, don't put this. No, I can't put this on. I can't put this on Fat Album for real. You don't put this on the game.
He was talking like
Yeah,
mush
man.
mouth though. David, ooby, bobby, ooby.
Yeah,
He was talking like mush mouth, man.
All
You
right.
know.
Well, you
And
might got me.
and remember them other characters that he had in there that were talking like they were from Asia. They were the Asian type. I mean, come on,
Yeah,
man.
it was
George
bad
Lucas
all around.
was bad.
Damn.
It was bad. Yeah, it was
It
bad.
was.
But if you're a Star Wars fan or have watched Star Wars and look, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, Valerie. Yeah, OBK.
Yeah.
That's exactly. It was awful, yo.
Horrible.
It was straight trash. So anyway,
Yeah.
I give you
this stuff.
about
Star Wars fans are hardcore because, I mean, y'all knew this guy's name. He contemplated suicide for death threats. So I was like, how the fuck do they even know what he looked like?
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Jar Binks, like.
Because
no
George
idea.
Lucas did a documentary of behind the scenes on the DVD of Star Wars. So if you bought the DVD, you know how DVDs back in the day had that behind the scenes, and it actually showed who the character was in the outfit, and that's how people knew it was a mob boss. It was a black guy.
Yeah.
And he had that. It wasn't just his voice, yo. The way he was strutting around, yo.
Oh god,
he was peacocking, yo.
Walking around like Rudy from the Fat Alberts.
Well, I get that. He definitely had the Rudy walk.
Walking like this through the whole joint.
Yeah, he definitely had the Rudy walk. I give you that one.
Dude walking like he had pimp shoes on, yo. Like, what the fuck is going on?
He's like, oh, his shoes got fish in it.
Y'all know that's
I know.
I gotta get you, sucker. Yeah. I gotta get you, sucker. Oh man. Okay, so we're going to a series that's not a movie anymore. We're going.
We here, yo, because I'm sitting here. I got a whole list of these motherfuckers. So
All right, let's get to it, man.
Yeah,
Look,
this series got a lot of people. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The Walking Dead, man. This is one of the first guys that come to mind when I think of one of the characters you hate, the motherfucking governor. This guy was crazy. He bit somebody's fingers off in the middle of a fight. He was killing people in order to bring food to his kingdom, or what he kind of called it, his quarantine village. And also he was keeping his daughter alive that was a zombie and talking to her like she was still there. You know, I mean, this guy, the governor, was ruthless, man. This dude was fucking psycho, man. I know you guys have seen Walking Dead. Who wants to start, man? Ali, we'll start with you.
Yeah, stop with because he's gonna say some stuff.
No, I mean, I didn't like the governor. I mean, the governor definitely made me hate him, yo. But how can I say, he was a good villain. And not like he was a good guy, but like, you know what I mean? He was a person I did like to hate. He got on my nerves, and he was just doing shit to piss me off. Then he fucked with my girl. What's she with the dreads? Oh my god,
Michonne.
Yeah, he was fucking with Michonne. You know what I mean? But no, he was definitely a bad guy, yo. But I mean, Walking Dead has some pretty good villains. They kind of, I mean, they topped out at one, but like the governor. Like he was the first, I think, real big bad guy.
He was the first real big bad guy
on the show. Yeah, so he definitely was a asshole. He had the motherfuckers fighting and shit. Then he had like fighting pits and all that type.
Yes.
Yeah. He was, man. The more I'm thinking of that, I'm like remembering. I'm like,
he was crazy.
He was pretty crazy.
Didn't he kill Daryl brother Merrill?
He bit his fingers off.
He
bit 2 of his fingers off, yo. Like
that's what it was.
Bit them joints like they was Mr. Good Bars or some shit, yo. Like they were Snicker bars. He just jumped on them shits and spit them out. I was like,
But
go
for
ahead
him to be the first,
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, for him to be the first like main villain on the show, besides because up to then it was like you had a little side quest, like a little bad person in this convenience store here, like y'all fighting over some stuff. But really, the main bad people were like the zombies. Well, I'd say bad people. It was like the zombies were like the villains, quote unquote. But then once they started, everybody started clicking up, then that's when shit got really real in Walking Dead.
Yeah, man. In Walking Dead, it was the zombies were going to be the zombies, but the people were the real villains.
Yeah,
throughout. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But the governor, but like Yeah, I wasn't mad that the governor bit Meryl's hands off because how you gonna be a racist in a zombie apocalypse, bro? I mean,
True.
Meryl was a villain too, yo.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
he
saying?
was.
He didn't want to mess with T-Dog in the first episode. He's like, I ain't mess with that black dude. And that's when they handcuffed Merle to the top of the joint. He had to cut his hand off.
Cut his hand off.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like that kind of movie.
He stuck to his morals, yo.
Yeah, I mean,
Even in the apocalypse, yo.
You gotta respect the man.
Respect the character.
You know what I'm saying? But no, the governor was actually a good villain who I didn't dislike. He was just doing his thing, yo.
Yeah.
It's no different than Negan. Negan did the same thing.
I mean, no, Negan was the top villain.
Yeah, I didn't get his photo. I should have, but yeah, when he bashed my man Glenn's head in with the bat.
Yeah, Negan was most hated.
Right
he was
what I'm
most
saying
hated. He was most hated.
You think people really hated him, or they liked his character? They just hated that he did bad stuff because people really didn't hate Negan. They hate that he did bad stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because this Jeffrey Morgan played the hell out of that character.
Yeah. I like when they made him soft.
Walking Dead.
Say what? No, I never saw it.
No, Cody,
you never watched.
Oh, you missing out. You missing out. You are missing out.
Playing my role in this one. But
how you gonna survive in a zombie apocalypse? You ain't watching documentaries on how to.
Documentaries.
You gotta learn how to. Yeah, you gotta learn how to survive.
Look, I watched Zombieland. I know you double tap in the head and it's done.
Well, there you go.
You know?
Yeah. Those are good rules.
Yeah. Heidi says it best, yo. Yeah. The governor, he lost his mind when he lost that eye. That's straight up. I forgot how he lost his eye though. Was it Rick that made him lose his eye? I can't remember.
It's always Rick because Rick is a villain.
Yeah. Rick be fucking up. I mean, he always has good intentions, but it was always a fuck up. I was like, any Rick plan was always on end bad. Like, I'm like, yo, I mean, I was like, do y'all realize everywhere y'all go, shit falls apart?
Shit is always falling apart. Yes.
Everywhere they went, yo, they would have a nice little thriving community. They'd be like, yo, come on in. We got water, windmills, this, that. 2 months later, yo, everything turned to shit. Like everywhere they went, yo, you give them
never
3 months tops. 3 months tops, everything is turned to shit.
That's
Remember
true.
when they had one up in the jail?
The jail was probably the best place. It was fenced,
and they fucked that up.
Yeah.
But the governor kind of messed it up too. He had a tank and blew that shit up, yo. Actually, Michonne stabbed the governor in his right eye with a shard of glass during self-defense. That's what.
Okay.
Well, see, I know in the comics they motherfucking they did the R word to her. I don't know if they did. I don't remember if they did that on the show. Because I read the comic up to past the joint. I read a lot of up to where Rick got his arm cut off. Either way, the comic was a lot more graphic than the show.
Yeah, I read
the comic. The comic was crazy. Like the comic, like at the prison joint, like the baby sister, like the little girl died at the prison. Like when the governor attacked, yo, they shot the baby in the head. Like it was like crazy. Like the comic is crazy. You know what I mean? So the show definitely had to tone it down, or it wouldn't got aired pretty much.
Yeah, they toned it down, but I think Valerie's right. Glenn was probably the worst death in the show. I would agree. That messed me up.
I really don't want to get into that too much because that's going to be a topic for another day. Because I got a list of deaths that really people up. And Glenn, and I like Glenn. I mean, Glenn was good. Like in the comics, he would talk mad shit to Rick when he found him. Like, yo, dummy, come this way and all that stuff. But I would say the governor, he actually killed Maggie's daddy too, Herschel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right outside the prison, yo. The governor has some bodies on him, yo.
Yeah.
But in the jail, all right, there's 2 people in The Walking Dead let's go to that one, Corey, first, because
you can go to that one,
yeah. Andrea, bro, she deserved everything she got in this whole damn
she did
Walking Dead universe, yo. Like
she did
everything she got, yo. She could have left, yo, and she didn't.
Yeah. Hated her, man. She definitely deserved what she got. I mean, definitely. Poor judge of character. She was all into some Petey. She saw the governor and she was all swoon and I mean, god damn. I mean, granted, I understand it's an apocalypse, you know, sex is not that often. And soon as she runs into the governor, she's smitten. And she's a poor judge of character, man. And she definitely deserved what she got because yeah. And didn't she shot Darryl or some shit? I mean, like she was definitely doing some bad shit.
Yeah. I mean, her death was she got what she got, and she died in that room. Yeah.
Trying to escape with the zombie that was coming after, and she couldn't get out fast enough. Yeah. And I love Julesy is love. Rick did say Coral. It was quite. Go ahead, Ali. You're on mute, bro.
Did she say she loved Carl too? Somebody said they love Carl. Ali, you're on mute, yo.
Oh, my bad. No, I was like, my bad. No, I was like, I had to replace yours because this is what I was gonna put up earlier. She loves Julesy. We love you, but no, we don't. There's no love for Carl on this.
None.
Look, that's what Aaron put this up. Shit. He put this up early. He was like, "Where is Carl?" Because
that's true.
Yo, Carl was the worst. I hated that motherfucker. He got on my nerves so much on this show.
Me too.
My God, fuck them kids.
But you know what I hated most about Carl? He walked around with that goddamn cowboy hat on like he was the shit, yo. Dog.
Yes.
He thought he was the dude just strutting around, yo. His
shit.
Self, yo. Yeah, I'm glad he got what he got too, yo.
Making all types of poor decisions. Remember one time he thinking he could leave and go out in the woods by himself, and then he almost got his ass bit up by a zombie. I couldn't stand that little shit. I mean, he was irritating little fucker.
Yeah, I didn't like him, yo. Didn't like him.
Didn't like him.
Rick's whole family was got on my nerves, yo. I didn't like Judith. I ain't like his wife, yo. Little Judith was like a girl Carl, yo. She got on my nerves, yo. But his wife was horrible, yo.
Yeah, she's out here sleeping around, all types of stuff.
I mean, so I got a question for y'all, yo. Like I'm not gonna put that much blame on her because she thought Rick was gone. And she kind of fell into the arms of his best friend, who, you know, I morally think you shouldn't do that. But when Rick come back, you know, she just kicked homeboy out the picture. Like, nah, we about to be a family, yo. He like, I was just held you down all this time, and you gonna do that to me? And that kind of grew him and Rick started bumping heads because of that. So do you think he was the villain too?
Who
was it? Shane? Was his name?
No, Shane was the villain. I mean, that was his kid. Like that ain't even Rick's kid.
Yeah.
And you said like he held it down. Like, dog, it's a apocalypse. Maybe it's high tensions or something. But it ain't like it was years. It was like a month. It might have been like 3 weeks. Like he was in the hospital.
Yeah, I can't remember why he was in like some.
But he won't like in some like deep coma. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, well, I guess he was in some kind of coma, but it wasn't like years. You know what I mean? It was like a month top. She already sleep with his best friend. Like not even
4 to 5 weeks, yo. He was in a coma, yo.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So I retract my statement. She wasn't horrible for doing that. She couldn't wait.
She was horrible, yo.
3 years. 4 to 5 weeks, he was in a coma, yo.
Yeah.
And she messed with his best friend. That's what I'm saying. If anything, his best friend, she was already pregnant by him. Just like quick, yo.
Stupid.
Shane was a villain, yo. All of them was villains, yo. The whole guy. I got a question. Who did you like on The Walking Dead? Because you had issues with everybody, yo.
I like Michonne. I like the big like Samoan dude that used to fuck with the king.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like her. I like Daryl. I like Daryl. Everybody like Daryl.
I like Daryl.
I like Carol too.
Daryl.
I like Carol
and Carol. Yes, I like
Daryl and Carol.
Maggie. Yeah. I like Maggie. You know, I mean,
Maggie was cool.
Yeah, there were definitely some people on the show that I like, man. Definitely some people on the show that I like. Yeah. All right, we're gonna move on to another character that I think everybody could agree with that is a villain or people hate. We're gonna go with Scar, man, from The Lion King. I mean, what can I say, man? This guy killed his own brother, tried to kill his nephew, then made his nephew feel guilty about killing his dad, sent his nephew out way in the jungle somewhere, and practically fucked up the whole kingdom by having the hyenas come and start killing all the land. This guy was awful, but I will give it to Scar, yo. He did do one good thing. He had a great song called Be Prepared. I love that shit. I love that song, man. Be prepared. But other than that, yo, this guy was bad news, yo. Scar, man. But I think this new movie of the Lion King is going to show the reasons why he's so pissed off at Mufasa. But we'll find out.
They got
But
a new
anyway,
movie coming out.
Yeah, they got a
Yeah.
new movie. Yeah,
Mufasa.
Yeah, it's called Mufasa.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't know. But either way, Scar, man. Scar from the Lion King. What are you guys' thoughts on this guy? Venus?
He was diabolical, yo. That's all I mean. Like all the stuff you listed, yo, there's no redemption with that, yo. He's just a bad. He's the worst type of hater, yo. Like you gonna try to off your brother to get the kingdom, like. But at the same time, it's kind of like a Game of Thrones type situation too, yo. Because the other family members hating on, or like House of Dragon type shit. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't realize who played Scar is Jeremy Irons, yo.
Really?
Scar, yeah. So he was in one of my favorite, limited series shows. What's the shit with the Blue Man and Regina King?
Watchmen.
Watchmen. Yeah. So he was the dude that kind of caused the whole apocalypse with the squids and all that stuff, yo. Yeah. So
okay.
I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, now I looked him up. I was like, oh yeah, because I don't know names. Yeah, he's been in a bunch of movies. He's real good.
Yeah, he's good, yo. Yeah, Lion King, he was diabolical, yo. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Scar?
Yeah, no, he was horrible. And I kind of don't like the fact that, like, with this new movie, the way that they're depicting it seems like now Mufasa's the villain. It's like they're kind of switching it, almost like Wicked with the Wicked Witch of the West. Like they're showing the villain story, and the villain story is like completely a complete 180, So it's like, okay, so now it's not his fault or what? Like,
yeah, that's right. They are given that idea that maybe Scar has a right to be king, and Mufasa came in and stole it from under him. So they're doing a twist on this. I'm like, huh? Well, I'll see.
Oh, this is a live action one.
Yeah, it's
kind
a
of
live action. Yeah, live action. I don't like thoughts on Scar.
I mean, Scar's is a bad dude, man. Anybody who kills families is always, I'm like, yo, you wilding. So, I think anybody, you kill off your brother, like, come on, man.
Yeah. But according to this new movie, he's not his brother.
Well,
that's correct.
He's adopted.
Yeah, in this new movie, Mufasa is adopted into the family. There you go.
I just said, like, maybe I just don't have the right motivation. That's why I probably never be like rich, because I'm like, yo, I don't even want, you can like, if like Phenom, you can be the king, right? I'm gonna be your right hand man, right? Oh, I get most of the benefits, not all the benefits, but enough of the benefits that I need. I'm like, word. I'm like,
I could be Prince Hakeem, you could be Semi, yo.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, word. Like, you know what? I'm good. I ain't got none of the pressure. I still get all the what? I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, like, let's roll. We go to the club. Like, yo, I roll.
Oh my gosh, Heidi, clutch the pearls. You've never seen the Lion King?
What?
Oh yeah.
Oh
no, Heidi.
You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it, Heidi.
You gotta watch it.
It is a classic.
And it's really not. I mean, it's one of those movies. I think it's not just a kid movie. It's a family movie. So you get all the emotions that you get. You get the kids being kids, but then you get the seriousness. Like Whoopi Goldberg playing a hyena in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to James Earl Jones playing Mufasa, yo.
Yeah. RP.
It's a great movie.
It's got some good songs. A cool Matata.
It has some great songs in it.
Some good songs.
Exactly.
The first one,
The Circle of Life. Yes, that beginning when the sun is rising.
Look, Heidi, the movie is so good that they have people who record their dogs watching the movie, and the dogs are crying. Like, that's how emotional it is, that even the pets are like, oh my gosh, you got to see this. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, look, when the beginning is doing this whole and rising this crescendo up where the circle of life finally happens and they show Simba to the crowd, I wanted to bow down on the TV for a second because I was like, yes, he is the king. It's a great film. It has a great story. It has a climax. It has I mean, because nobody knew he was going to kill his adopted or his brother. Nobody knew that.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. The movie's like almost 30 years old.
It is 30 years old.
Yeah, nobody knew that. But yeah, we'll see, man. But yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one right there. There's another person that's a deep villain, man, and I know a lot of people have probably seen this. Annie Wilkes from Misery.
Yes.
All I got to say is when she came with this sledgehammer, OMG, yo, I was done. When she came with the sledgehammer, and we all know what happened, man. She cracked them boys' ankles in. You talk about breaking ankles. She was really breaking ankles in this. She was the crazy fan.
Yes.
Yeah. Annie Wilkes, man, from Misery. What are you guys' thoughts on that, man?
Misery was one of my favorite movies growing up, yo. I watched this movie a million times when it came out. So
yeah. She was terrifying.
See, I know a lot, like this confuses me as far as because I don't hate her. Like, she's a good villain. Like, I don't hate her. Like, she's not.
How is she a good villain? Like, explain that.
She's not a good person, but it's a good character. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't hate watching her on the screen. Like, when she came on the screen, I wasn't like pissed off. Like, oh shit. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, like, hit him again.
And that's part of what it is. It's like, all these people that we look at and we don't like them. Like, I didn't hate her. I'm with Ollie. I thought she played the hell out this villain.
Yeah, I enjoyed
that's
her.
But I'm not gonna lie, she played this character so much that when I saw her in other stuff, I kept thinking of her as this. That's all I saw. Now I know I can't be the only person that thought that.
I'm with you. I was like, when she was breaking the legs, I'm sitting here holding mine, like, oh my gosh, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I felt
like everything she did, I was like in the corner somewhere. Like, there are real people like this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
like you're
actually, you're right, because Corey could have had a misery moment. You know, so you was telling the story that happened a couple of days ago, yo.
Corey, you got fans like that?
Oh my goodness. You know what? I meant to say this at the top of the hour, but I completely forgot. So I want to running into a fan, like somebody that listens to the channel, watches our videos, comes on the, and comments. I want to running into Tammy on this past weekend in the cafeteria. Wow, it was really such a great moment. So shout out to you, Tammy, and your friends. I was getting some lunch, and Tammy came over and showed one of our videos and said, "Is this you?" And of course I said yes. And she geeked out and looked at her friends and she was like, "I told you." So I went over and I shook their hands and I talked to them. They were so pleasant. They were so sweet. And it was really great, man. I mean, it was really nice to actually meet people that really enjoy our channel. So I got to meet Tammy and her friends. So shout out to you, Tammy.
Yes, Tammy.
Okay, so not a misery moment. I thought somebody was just trying to kidnap you.
It could have been. Like, it was really nice because because she was very nice.
Well, she was really nice in the beginning.
She was very nice. She was very nice. Yeah.
And she wouldn't have had him. She saved him from a car accident, and nursed him to health, but you're gonna write this book. Because I saved your life, yo. I need to know what happened to this character, yo. If you don't write it the way I like it, we're gonna have a problem, yo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If he'd have just wrote it, she would have broke his leg, yo. That's what I look at. So she's not really a villain, yo. She just
she broke his leg because he tried to leave and she
tried to run. He tried to escape.
Was moved around in the house.
Why was he? But if he'd have wrote it, like she said, he wouldn't get his legs broken, yo.
Oh yeah, kidnapping somebody is a cure for writer's block. You're right.
Debbie said it. Yo. He would die without her.
Yeah.
Well, shit. We need what's her name? Annie, Kathy Bates. We need her to steal your boy. Gigi Martin. What's the man? What's the game?
George R. Martin.
Yeah. We need her to like tie his ass up, write these books.
Yeah.
So get your legs broke. Like.
That's for real.
Yeah,
he been trying to write these Game of Thrones for a decade now, trying to wrap this shit up. Please, man, help this brother out. Yeah.
At this
Yeah.
point, he needs to let it go because that last season of Game of Thrones was horrible. So I don't even trust it.
Yeah,
But Bob
It's really
says
bad.
she was a harsh editor. Yeah, I mean sometimes
Yeah.
that's what people need. Sometimes some motivation, Bob. Yeah, it works in
Yeah.
mafia.
I think it speaks to a bigger issue. I didn't say issue, a bigger thing in society. Character development. People get wrapped up in these characters. This is kind of the crux of this conversation.
Yeah.
Like people get wrapped up in these characters so much, and like we're sane people, so we can delineate between these are just actors playing a good job versus them being that person in real life. There's some people that can't make that distinction, yo. Like there's real people out there that can't separate celebrity from that person, yo. And she's a quintessential person because she's like, yo, you gonna write this book, yo. You know what I'm saying? And then now he gonna be paranoid for the rest of his life because at the end, when he was at the cafe and the lady came up to him and said, "Oh, I'm your biggest fan," he started having flashbacks at the table. Yo.
Oh yeah, that'll be the end for me. Like, you know,
There'll be no more meet and greets.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It's over with.
yeah.
That's true.
Nah,
So I did this one here for Phenom, man. I think everybody on here has watched this show, but this is for Phenom, man, because he do not like the kids, man, and he did not like this character in this show. So if anybody doesn't know, in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, this was Princess Leia, and she was, I'll admit, she was a little new. She was a little
what? A little disobedient. Yeah. Then her mama said, "Don't go in the woods by yourself." And what happened, yo?
I hated her on this. I hated her.
I have a complex with kids and TV shows, yo. Like I did not like her, yo. Like her mama said, "Don't go," and she gets kidnapped. It starts a whole intergalactic manhunt for this girl, yo.
It does.
Oh my gosh, yo. No. Hated this girl, yo. She's probably a sweet girl in real life, but no, yo, the show.
Yeah. What did you watch Obi-Wan Kenobi, Cola?
Yeah, didn't I watch it with y'all?
I think she's on the video. Back in the day, y'all can. It's probably on the channel. Like we got the old
Exactly.
Right. I forgot about that. What were your thoughts about little Princess Leia? Did she get on your nerves too?
She did, but not to the point that like with Phenom, he was about to come out of his seat for that one. Like, didn't I tell you to stay your ass
man
in the house?
She had
should have got Black Mama, yo. Like, love him at first, and you get an asshole when you get home for putting me through this trouble, yo.
He was mad. What about you, O? Did you hate her that much?
Yeah,
that much Phoenix?
Yes. Yeah, my hate rivals is right here in the hate level.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to move on to another one. Okay, hold up. Here we go. What about this guy, man, from The Gladiator?
Oh, yeah.
I did not like this guy, yo.
Marcus.
Yeah, man. Emperor Commodus. I think I don't know. I can't say it right. But either way, the Emperor from The Gladiator, played by Joaquin Phoenix, did not like this guy, man. He was incredibly twisted, power hungry, and an asshole, man, and then even cheated at the end and trying to fight my man. Yo, this guy's a straight ass. Yo, did not like him at all. He's definitely somebody I didn't like. Yeah, didn't like him.
Nobody liked him. Yo, like he was horrible.
Nope.
Hated him.
Hated it.
I was just like,
no, because like really, he never did anything for himself. Somebody else always had to do something for him. Like you said, even in the fight in the end, he had to cheat in order to like pretend that he could win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or I guess build his confidence that he can win. But come on, bro. You know, like there's nothing that like you're mad that this dude is your father's favorite. Look at him. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that he had, he fought for. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever status he had, he fought for. And this dude did nothing besides cry and like nobody gives me anything.
He definitely was
a whiner.
Yeah, I'm like, you motherfucking emperor. Why are you so fucking whiny? Like, it got on my nerves.
Yeah.
But it's gotta feel bad when you you got your boy stabbed up. Whatever, he came out there and still lost, yo. Like, how you still? I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
like that's bad, man.
I mean, he won and lost at the same time because the gladiator didn't make it, yo. You know what I'm saying? He got to be with his family, yo.
He died at the end. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, just in general, though.
But the biggest part y'all leaving out is the people loved him, and that's what he didn't like neither. You know what I'm saying? Because he was popular, a popular gladiator.
He was more popular than the emperor himself. Yeah.
So they were like, "Nah, bro, you can't."
Yeah, this guy had no honor.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. He actually did something. Everybody knew this emperor was nothing. I mean, he had no honor. He had no redeeming qualities. He was an asshole. He was a prick, and he was a whiner. So it's like you don't want an emperor like that, and it showed, man, all the time. It showed all the time. So I mean, even though Joaquin, he played the hell out of that character, man. He played the hell out of that character.
I mean, he's a great actor.
Yeah, he's A+ actor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to see what's gonna happen to this Joker shit though. Once I heard it's a musical, some shit, I was like, man, y'all really pushing the boundaries.
What was the musical?
The Joker movie. The new Joker Part 2 is gonna be like a musical.
Yeah, no, thank you.
I know.
I mean, it got Lady Gaga in it, yo. So I like Lady Gaga, yo. She can act.
Lady Gaga is good.
I mean, I like her too, but I don't want to sit through any musicals.
I don't want her singing. I don't know. I don't need no singing Harley Quinn or whoever the fuck she. I'm good on that,
yo. Me and Corey gonna watch this, yo.
I'm gonna watch it, yo.
I mean, I know probably watch it too.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even see the first one, so I don't know.
First one was good. It was good.
First one is good.
Quite a good introduction. Yeah, it was a good introduction. Like as far as the backstory, like what do they call it? Not birth.
Origin story.
There you go. Origin story. It's a good origin story. You know what I mean?
Yes, it's a really good origin story. Yeah.
Yeah. So I really like the first one. But once I heard this one, the first one wasn't a musical though. So why the hell?
That's what I'm saying. Why was the second one? Like, did he get hit over the head or something, and now everything's in music? Like, what's the deal?
It could be because if you saw the first one, that would not be a far-fetched theme.
Yeah, because in the first one, there are certain things that are happening that you think is really happening until you start getting near the end, that they're fabricated parts of his imagination. So the reason why they're calling this a musical, I see that being part of his imagination, taking a different spin on reality than what actually is reality. You know, like I'm thinking they're going to. I don't think the whole thing's going to be a musical. I don't think that, but I think they're going to do certain parts of this.
Yeah, my bad. I mean, I don't think it's going to be like a classic musical, like, you know what I mean. But at the same time, I don't want a whole bunch of singing. I don't want to see characters on screen singing,
dancing like Grease on the thing.
Yeah, I don't need to hear that. I'm
the Joker. I don't need no choreography.
Man, with the hand.
Oh man,
I don't need
hire Ollie immediately.
Yeah,
so we're talking about the Joker, man. So what about this clown here?
Yeah,
any wise?
Damn, somebody's scared of clown. Somebody don't go to the circus.
Why did it have to be a big ass picture of it too?
I know, my bad.
You could have get the joint in the soup. Let me do it again. Thanks.
You know, I'm really not a big fan of the It franchise. I don't think they're good. I can see why people like it, but to me, it's not. I don't know. I don't get it. Like, I don't like it.
Okay.
I only saw the one, and the one was good enough for me. That's the reason why I don't go to circus.
Did you see the original?
The original.
Did you see the original?
No, the original.
I like the original.
The original.
So I haven't seen that since then.
Original's good. Original's good. This one is good too. This one is good. It's good. I'm not gonna lie. This first one is good. Now the second one is not as good, but that's just because of the book. The book gets so far-fetched, the second half or the second part of the book, that it's hard to kind of bring it all together. But that first film of this version of it, I give it to it, man. It's pretty good. But damn, man, so it don't really seem like people on here hate Pennywise other than Cola.
I mean, it's a good villain, yeah. That's what I'm saying. If you're good at what you're supposed to be at, good at what you're supposed to be doing. If you're good at murdering, if you're good at
Manipulate.
Kidnapping.
Yeah.
You get at manipulate. Like if you get at what you're supposed to do, like I'm not gonna hate you. Yo. You're doing your job. Huh?
Okay, all right. What about this guy? Do you remember this guy, man?
Mike.
Straight asshole. Mike from Why Did I Get Married? Now, if you've never seen this, Why Did I Get Married? This guy, Mike, and actually, if you look behind in between them, there's a girl sitting in between them. Mike takes his quote unquote friend on a trip with them to a couples retreat, and he's married to Jill Scott in the left corner. And the whole time he's degrading her, he's calling her fat, she need to get in shape, and he's having sex with the girl behind them the whole time. Yeah, Mike's an asshole, man. He's definitely the character you hate. Yeah,
well, she was supposed to be Sheila's friend, not Mike's friend. Sheila's friend.
That's correct. I'm sorry, you are correct, Cole. He's supposed to be Sheila's friend.
Oh yeah, I'm still steaming about that one.
Because I'll just say he's not the most hated at all. If he could bring his friend on a trip with his wife to a couple's trip,
it was his friend. Yeah, his
I was
wife.
like he pulled that off, bro. He is goated.
I'm sorry, it was his wife's friend. Yeah, that's correct.
Supposedly,
what do y'all think about that?
Allegedly.
That right there, because she got dressed up to be intimate to try to get him to like her. He was like, start laughing at her. He was like, what are you doing, yo? And he just rolled over and went to sleep, yo.
Yeah, he was an asshole.
Yeah.
But the thing about him, though, like, he got sick, and guess who he ran to?
Her.
You know what I'm saying?
In the second movie, yeah, he was trying to get it back. Oh, he was trying his best.
She done moved on, and she already met her.
Fine man,
accepted
too.
her, accepted her for her, and she was in love. And then this dude come back in her life, and she was like, kind of fell for it, like physically, but like she felt like she had to be there for him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he didn't deserve that, yo.
But I mean, on top of that, he was paying her because the husband was laid off, so he was paying her to clean up and stuff like that around the house. But no, still hate him. I hate him from the time that he made her get out the freaking car, or to drive up the doggone thing by herself. No, I
forgot about that. Yes,
when she knocked him upside the head with the bottle. Yes. I wanted her to do it again, and I wanted her to stomp on him.
Yes. What about you?
Oh no, he is definitely an asshole. I mean, just in general, and like I'm saying, once he got sick, he was trying to get it back and everything. I had to lie. I was just pulling up the clip because I was like, yo, this ain't real life because I seen what Jill Scott can do on the mic. Like, you know what I mean? If y'all know, and I pulled up the clip, I was like, oh damn, this is a little bit crazy the way I remember. I can't even play this on the. And she was so anybody just pull up Google Jill Scott mic
performance. Yeah. The funny thing is,
I was like, she goated.
To piggyback off of that, Jill Scott said she had so many people in her DMs after that performance.
I'm sure, yo. So, if she doing that, he won't upset it all.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. Jill a freak. Them got a freak. Them got a freak out of week.
Yeah.
Oh man. I was like,
so was there any other villains that we didn't hit, man, in this?
Yes. There's one show that had a villain on it, and I think everybody. I mean, I know probably Corey. I think Corey, you haven't seen it.
Okay.
But have you seen Breaking Bad, Cola?
Yes.
The wife, Skylar, in Breaking Bad was one of the most disliked characters in the whole world at one point, yo. Like everything she did got on everybody's nerves.
Yeah.
She thought Walter was having an affair. Thought Walter was having an affair, but really wasn't. He was just hiding his drug dealing. That's all he was doing, trying to save up money for his family. And she went out and banged her boss, yo. Because she thought he was having an affair, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like she wasn't supportive the whole time, in his ill-fated endeavors, yo.
So, he's right. When you hate a villain, you know the actor is great. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this before, but
Skylar definitely got on my nerves. Just in general, like she's just I hate to say it's just like the faces she make. It was just her look. Just like
it was her.
Her was just like, God, you will get on my nerves. Like I couldn't be a friend with her in life I don't even think I could be friends with the actress because I would be looking at her face like, oh God.
Yeah.
Man. She's just like a downer. That's what she was, just a downer. The whole series, she was just a downer, yo. I'm like, yo, go somewhere, please. Leave me alone. Get off my TV.
Yeah.
But speaking of that though, like I hated an entire family. Ozarks.
Oh.
I hated every single family member in Ozarks, every single one of them, except for the father. Like he's the only one that I like because he was always trying to. Yeah, Marty. I loved him. He was always trying to make things come together or whatever. But everybody in his family will fuck it up at one point or another. Every single one of them.
Yeah,
that is a good pull. The mother, the son, the daughter. They was always fucking up, yo. Yes. But I really hated his wife the most. Yeah, I hated her the most.
And I tell anybody this, show, like if I get people, I say if you haven't watched Ozark, you got to watch Ozark because it's one of the most well-written shows. It really wasn't. It was no happy parts of the show at all.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like everything was like. You in this podunk town in Missouri, I think it was in Missouri, the Ozarks in Missouri. And like from the beginning, it starts off with a bang, a literal bang. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But no, I agree that the whole family except Marty. Marty was very rational. He did some dick stuff, but he was overall rational. But his wife, his kids, his son got on my nerves worse than the daughter though, because the son was like, "Yo, I don't even want to fuck with y'all. I'm leaving." He left the whole family to go do his own thing for rival people. Yeah, it was horrible. Yo.
One thing I can say about Ozark. Oh, go ahead, Cola.
No, it's like, and I like that girl. What's her name? Ruth. But I hated her voice, so it made it hard for me to like watch it because I hated her voice so much.
Why?
Yes. Oh my God.
That's her, yo. That was good. That's exactly what she was. What? Yes. Ruth.
She was always angry, great. Man.
Yeah. But
she had a reason though.
Yeah, she had a reason. And her and Marty were a great team when they were working together.
If it were just them, it'd be fine.
Yeah. Yeah. But then the mother got involved and this is shit, and then it became chaos. So it was, One thing I did like about Ozark, what I was going to say earlier, is it was written so well that even when you thought they were finally going to make something good happen, the rug would get pulled out from you every single time. You'd be like, damn, they done fucked up again. So it was written very well. Ali, man, you've seen Ozark, right?
Yeah, I stopped watching the second season. That's why y'all like it's such great writing. It was all right.
Really?
It got boring to me. Like I was kind of like, oh yeah, I'm good.
I didn't see a single boring moment.
It had a good premise. It had a good premise, but I mean, I was like, yeah, I can't finish it. The only person I liked was Marty. I ain't like the rest of everybody else. So I was like, I ain't hating it. I'm not like it's trash. That's why normally I just jump in and be like, I would have been like, no, it's trash. It's just I couldn't finish it. I was good.
So it had some good memorable parts in it, yo. Like some unexpected deaths in it. Yeah. And it was just I thought it was good. I mean, it got nominated for a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
I think that's Jason why Bateman, I actually started watching it.
Yeah, because Jason Bateman, he played the hell out of the accountant
Marty.
I like Jason. That's what I'm saying. Jason Bateman was real good in it. Besides, I'm gonna keep it positive. Okay. It was great.
No, you can have your opinion, yo. Like
nothing wrong with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody put in. Oh, go ahead, Phoenix. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to kind of stay on the family thing. That,
go ahead.
Brought up. So I hated this whole family, yo. I hated Jimba. I hated Jax.
Jimba was an asshole. I didn't really hate Jax, but
I hated Clay. I hated everybody in this family, yo. Because Jimba was a mama. She was like Cersei, in my opinion, yo. A little bit. You know what I'm saying? She was trying to protect Jax, you know what I'm saying? And all that stuff. But
she was Peggy, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I don't even hate Jimma. Y'all, you hated Jimma?
She her and Clay plotted on her husband, yo.
I mean, but that's maybe I'm just looking at it different. Like I didn't hate her character, you know what I mean? But no, I'm with you. Go ahead. I mean, she was definitely bad, but go ahead.
She manipulated a lot of situations. She came between Jax and his wife a lot, Tara.
Yeah,
a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't like Jax because Jax was always doing shit to get other people fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to delve into it, but one of the heart-wrenching deaths was Opie.
I mean, yeah,
It's
that's
kind of
definitely one of
Jack's
the
fault.
worst. Yeah, that was definitely one of the worst deaths on TV.
So we'll get into that when we get down that list of deaths. But
yeah, I feel bad. Like that shit. I was like, God damn, man, just stop.
yeah, like man, I could still like.
Yeah,
No,
that shit
it
was
was
rough.
emotional. But no, Sons of Anarchy, their whole family was the worst, yo. I didn't like Jack, yo. I never did. I thought he was just doing sucker shit the whole time, yo. And really, and Clay, I like Clay more, even though Clay was horrible. Like he the one that was getting other people killed and doing other dumb shit. But I thought Ron Perlman played that character really good. So, but
yeah, he did.
Yeah. I wish I could speak on that. I've heard so many great things about Sons of Anarchy, but I never got around to watching it. And so hearing you guys talk
FX
about
got the best kind of the best roster of shows. Like,
yeah,
it's kind of hard. They did their thing on these shows, yo.
Yeah,
they
do y'all
like
agree with what they're
shows.
saying here that the show ended well?
It did its thing. I ain't really like. Oh, I don't know, spoiler, but like. I didn't really like that season where they stole his Jack's son and they went over to Ireland.
That was
whatever the fuck.
season 2, I think.
No, that wasn't season 2. That was like
that was season. It was early. No, it was early on.
Not early, but see, I haven't seen the show in a minute. You sure?
The reason why I'm sure because the guy, Half Sack, he was one of the he was a prospect. So I remember because he ended up killing somebody like in real life. But he was protecting Jack's baby, and then they came and stole the baby and took the baby to Ireland. So they had Sons of Anarchy Ireland. It was in season 2, I want to say.
Yeah, then, I didn't like that season, but besides that one, it was pretty good. I mean, I fucks with Sons of Anarchy. I mean, it's a good show.
Yeah, I gotta watch it.
The ending, I would say I kind of like Jack's a little bit at the end. But during the whole 6 seasons, I didn't, But. I don't want to spoil. I really want people to watch it. That's why I'm not spoiling.
Yeah, I want to gotta watch it. So who was Debbie talking about when she said she was definitely manipulative? Who was that?
I think
Gemma. Peggy Bundy. Yo.
Okay.
Peggy Bundy was like the wife of she was like the wife of the main boss.
Okay.
I got the biker game. Yeah. She was good in that. That's what I'm saying. She was real good in that. To me, that's why I don't hate her, yo. I mean, she was a bad person, but she did a good job.
Okay.
I could definitely see
a lot of people commenting about it, so it's definitely a popular show. I mean, we got a lot of people commenting about. Okay, well, at least I'm not the only one. Thank you, Julesy, because I haven't watched it either, so I'm not alone. But I gotta watch it.
It's good. It's definitely good. You will definitely jump the shark sometimes because it does have a formula of them talking, them doing something, them getting a high speed chase or a shootout and then stuff like that. But like these one of the shows that no character is safe though.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, everybody.
I
was gonna say what? No,
go ahead.
One of the people I hate. Honestly, I'm surprised she ain't.
I know you.
She's like top 3 to me. Probably top after Joffrey. She might be like one of the people I hated the most on TV, yo. Which is Livia Soprano, yo. Tony Soprano's mama, yo.
Mama.
Dog, I hated her so much. I couldn't even talk with that whiny ass voice, and she just was just always just into shit, like fuck with my boy Tony Head. You know what I mean? Making like guilt tripping them and everything. I hated her, yo. Like, bruh. Oh my god, yo.
Yeah.
I mean, she died in real life, R.I.P. yo. But I was like, when she died on the show, I was like, good, yo. I was like, yes, thank you. Let that broad God, R.I.P. to the real actress. You know, I know I can separate reality from fiction, but nah, that shit was real to me. God, please, because about God, she used to get on my nerves. Like, see, that's somebody where, like, every time she just came on the screen, yo, that was like even worse. Like Skylar,
kick the TV in.
Oh yeah. But she did a good. I mean, she was doing a good job. Like Debbie said, like, you know, what I mean, it was a good actress. Like, she played that role to a T. Like the conniving, manipulative. Like, I didn't.
She felt entitled. She was entitled.
Yeah, entitled. Yeah, like, you know what I mean. She was just like one of those, like the monster-in-law, like the mother, like monster, even though it was his real mother. You know what I mean. She was just like one of the moments, yo. I could see why he was in therapy.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah,
reason
I
he
mean,
was in therapy.
you're absolutely right, yo. Absolutely. But also Anthony Soprano, Tony Jr., whack. You know what I'm saying? He
got
get his
my
ass up
nerve.
all the time too, yo. Yeah.
And then
I didn't like him either.
Yeah, keeping Sopranos, Tony's whole family was fucked up, honestly. Like his sister used to get on my nerves for real, yo.
Yeah.
Like she was entitled to, like, yo, you don't do nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Sit around here like
Eating spaghetti.
Yeah, for real, yo. She got on my nerves, yo.
Yeah. I definitely agree, yo. There was one person I did see. Hold up. Y'all wait, I'm thinking. Oh, this is and I actually saw this was kind of trending on Instagram. Big and Carrie in Sex and the City were villains, yo. Big was an emotional terrorist. He always led Carrie on a wild goose chase. He married somebody else instead of marrying her, yo. Like Big was hated by a lot of people. A lot of women hated Big during Sex and the City, yo. And people hated Carrie for sticking around with Big because she would throw her friends to the side for Big. Big come in town. She got plans with the girls. Nah, Big's in town.
It was always about Big.
Always about Big.
The carpenter dude wrong for Big, yo.
Aiden.
Carpenter he was a love with her ass, yo. Everybody
was, yo.
She
did him dirty.
Together. This ass dirty for Big, yo.
Yeah, she
but
did.
You know, but you know why I think this? Because I think the cabin episode did her, because Aiden went to a cabin out in the woods. She didn't like the birds chirping. She didn't like none of that stuff. Big call. She's like, yeah, I'll be back. And that's when she dipped and did her thing with Big, yo. So yeah, Big was a Big and Carrie there. Is that the first couple that are super villains, yo?
Yeah, because Carrie Bradshaw, even though she didn't want to admit it, she was into the glitz and glamour. She was about money.
Yeah,
she loved that shit.
Her shoes,
her outfit,
her shoes.
But she was always broke.
Yeah, that is true.
So I think that was her. I mean, unfortunately, I think that was one of her main reasons why she liked Big. And I remember
a lifestyle. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I mean, look, when I first watched the show, I didn't know why she was even calling Big. I was like, oh, okay, the guy must be putting it down. But at least that's what they say. They say the reason why she called him Big because she felt that he was out of her league. Like he was in the big leagues and she was just a small timer. So that's why she called him Big. I don't know. But I could say they'd be the first couple, because I wasn't a big fan of Carrie on the show. I was more a fan of Samantha. Yeah. That's who I loved on the show.
That was my right there. Yeah.
Yes.
But I didn't realize I didn't like Miranda for a long time, like a very long time. I thought she got on my nerves the whole show, and I think this falls in the category of Miranda, her character being written that way, yo.
She was an asshole to her husband, yo.
To Steve, yeah.
To Steve, yeah. She's definitely.
That was the redhead, right?
Yeah,
Miranda,
like the kind of tall,
short hair.
Yeah. Steve was just out here trying to get by, yo. Wasn't he like staying home dad or some shit? It's been a long time since I've seen Sex and the City.
He was a nice guy.
He was just a nice guy, yo. She's treated him like trash, yo, because she was like a lawyer or some shit. You know what I mean? It was like whatever. Yeah. She cheated. Then she cheated on him, and then he was the one trying to keep it together, and she was like, nah.
Who, Steve?
I think he cheated on her. He cheated on her a long time ago, and she just never could forgive him.
Yeah, that's very.
They broke up, and then he set the baby bag over there, had condoms in the baby bag, yo. Yeah,
he was always fucking up. Did you watch Sex and the City, Cola? I mean, what was your favorite out of the girls? Who did you like and who did you dislike?
I watched it off and on, but Samantha was my chick. You know, she was unapologetically herself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She was like very out there, very sexually free, very outspoken. Like I loved her confidence, you know? Like, so that was my chick.
Yeah, I agree. Samantha was mine. I wasn't a big fan of Carrie, but I knew she was a star of the show, so that's just what it was. But yeah, I love that. Somebody put here, and you guys agree with me or not, Percy from the Green Mile. I don't know if you guys remember Percy from the Green Mile.
Of course, man. He was I hate his face to this day. Like, I think he has like the smarmiest like punchable face, and he did the worst sucker execution shit in the whole.
He did.
Yeah.
He didn't wet the
The
sponge at the top of the electric chair, and that was a bitch move, man. It was I couldn't stand Percy, yo. He was awful.
Mhm.
Yeah, he was one of the cops, Cola, that was in the jail that kept fucking with him all the time. So Percy was-
Yeah, once you
Yeah.
mentioned the sponge, then I remembered.
Yeah. Anybody else, man? Any other characters that
Somebody
we do not like
mentioned
before? Okay.
somebody mentioned Jenny from Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump.
Oh, yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I did hate her. Yeah, that was a good one.
Everybody hated her, yo. She
That's a good
manipulated
one.
special needs person, yo. You know what I'm saying? Played with his emotions, yo, and end up
And then she dipped.
having a baby with him.
Mhm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was crazy, yo. This question comes up a lot, yo. Like, I don't know if Jabbar's been rocking with us from the beginning, but we did touch on who's the villain of Good Times, yo. Some people will say Penny Mama. Of course she's a villain. You can't be putting iron to your kids, yo.
Yeah.
Never a good look, yo.
Yeah,
Hated her.
But Florida Evans is always gonna be the villain.
definitely. Always.
Forever.
Yeah, forever. Definitely, yo.
It wouldn't be James.
Come on, what
She held James back.
Yo, James was trying to get about, do shit. She'd be like, nah. Go ahead, Phenom. I'll let you go.
No, you're right. She held him. She held her whole family back. Black, all that shit. Got mixed up black and back because she got mad at Michael one time because Michael didn't want a white Jesus in the house. Why do we got no black Jesus in the house? And then Florida want to argue with him about the picture of Jesus in the crib. Yo, JJ wanted to do art, do all this stuff. She was like, nah. He wanted to join the gang. She wouldn't let him join the gang, yo. What kind of mother don't let their kid join a gang, yo? Especially in Chicago.
Would you let your child join a gang?
It's Chicago. It was like the Warlocks or whatever, yo. You need to put
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying?
He probably was going to join one of them breakdancing crews. That's probably what he was trying to join, yo.
I mean, that I understand, but not a gang. Like,
yeah, you gotta tell me how she was trying to hold him back, man. I don't know. I mean,
because James wanted to get this job.
Yeah, he wanted to get the job.
Let him, yo.
Yeah, because she didn't want to leave, yo.
And guess what happened?
Projects.
When James got in a car accident and passed away, she dropped a punch bowl, was doing with the kids, then married another dude and left the kids in the ghetto, yo.
Yep.
So guess what?
Oh my God, you're so right.
Yep.
You are so right. I forgot about that. That's right.
Super villain, yo.
damn.
Yeah. She left their ass.
Villain,
Yeah, she left their ass hanging dry, and motherfucking Florida had to come up. Not Florida. The neighbor had to come over there and looking over them.
Yeah,
Valona had to keep on them all the time, make sure they were still eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How they ran independent, and you know that whole story, though. You know, but yeah, you know what? I never thought about Florida being a villain, but I think you make a good point there. See, I've always thought of Penny's mom being one of the most hated characters because that role fucked her whole career up. She didn't do shit after Good Times.
Yeah. Oh
You
no,
ain't
she came back
I thought she did.
Living single. She was Regine mama.
Mhm.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, okay. But how many years have passed since Good Times and Living Single?
I mean,
I think she
20?
did stuff in
I mean,
between.
Not trying to be
And
funny.
the-
She was already old on Good Times. Well, she wasn't old, but she was up there in age. I mean, she wasn't old. That's the wrong word. But she was up there in age. But I'm saying so.
But she was also managing what's her face's career, her daughter's career.
her daughters,
Yeah.
both her daughters. Mhm.
Yeah.
And her daughter looks exactly like her, which is kind of
Spitting
crazy.
image. Yeah.
Yes, it really is spitting image.
Mhm.
I mean, she had a prolific career. I mean, she was on a lot of stuff in the 80s. She was on
Wasn't she on Dynasty or something? Like one of those soap operas.
Packs Alike, TJ Hooker, Rock.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't watch that stuff. I was
Living
too young.
Single. Yeah. But no, she ain't acted since 2007.
Okay, but still
I don't know why I thought she
2007.
was like
in
in
movies.
Dynasty or something. Like
I mean,
one of
she
those
was,
one of those soap
Okay.
operas.
So she was still doing stuff after.
Yeah.
Good
It
Times.
wasn't nothing like substantial, but you know.
Just like what I tell you, she couldn't
Actually,
really get a
whatever
role.
this show, Young Villain, she was on the show for 46 episodes. So that was in 2020 to 2023. So she did all right.
Okay, all right. Well,
You
her
know,
daughter
it's
did
like
better.
but that's I mean, like I said, she ain't old. Look, wait, when was she born, yo? Look, that's what I'm saying. Y'all,
I don't think she's that old.
She ain't worked since 20s. Like, ain't nobody on that show worked since 20 in the 2000s.
Yeah.
When last time you see JJ?
She still get like you ain't seen JJ Evans and nothing.
Like,
that's a
you
dude.
see, like below the like you like yo, she ain't worked lately. Like, ain't none of them work lately because that show was out in the 70s, brother.
Well, I was talking about she ain't worked since the 70s.
She's 73 years old, bro. Like, what roles do she got to play?
Betty White was still acting until she was in her 90s, so that's not a thing.
Some bit roles. Let's be real. Like, she ain't carrying no movie. Like Betty White, she
I was about to say Betty White carried shit.
For some comic relief was seen. Like, come on, bro. All right, so she ain't acting. I'm sorry, she ain't
bad times after good times.
Halle Berry in her 70s, yo.
Yeah. But yo, it's funny though. Like I'm telling you, this shit blew my mind. Like, so JJ was literally dating Ann Coulter, yo. Like, if you know Ann Coulter is, not to get too political, but she's like so right wing, like says most racist shit ever, was dating Jimmy Walker for like years. Like, when I say years, I'm talking about like there was a couple going to red carpets and all that stuff together.
Like lately or back when he was doing Saturday Night Fever?
This is like
in the
that 2000s.
Really? Oh
yeah, wow. JJ. I don't even know how many movies JJ did. Yo, or what he was,
I only knew that one movie JJ did with Sidney Poitier and Bill Cosby when he was the boss and then he had to get hypnotized. Yeah, Uptown Saturday Night.
Was it Uptown? No, Let's Do It Again.
Let's do it again.
Bootney Farnsworth. Let's do it again.
Yeah. JJ really had like a career for real.
Nah, actually, nobody had much of a career after Good Times except John Amos.
Yeah,
you know, with the father, because he landed that role in Coming to America.
I mean, but he was the one that got out because he's like tired of that shit, though. You know what I mean? They killed him off because he didn't want to be on the show no more because it's like it's getting silly. Because when it first off, it was a little bit more serious. I mean, it was quote unquote comedy, but it was like more serious topics. And then once JJ blew up, it was like, oh, we just want to keep saying Dynamite. So he was like, yo, get me up out of here.
Yeah,
man, true. Get that catchphrase. It's a death sentence, yo.
Yeah.
But Bob, that's a good point. Janet does have a good career afterwards, so you know.
Janet did.
Yeah, honestly, Janet did great after Good Times.
She did a little something here and there.
She had an all right career.
What you talk about?
Oh God.
She had a little career. She sold a little bit of albums, you know what I mean?
She might have done a little bit of touring.
Yeah, just a little bit. You know,
just a sprinkle here.
Did a little bit of videos, you know, just a little bit.
Just a sketch.
Well, look, is there anything else we want to hit on?
It is on the go. Oh, damn, I said I was late, but we don't get out of here. Just because shout out to The Wire, as Ziggy was, I did hate Ziggy on The Wire. Ziggy's the son, yo. He was just
y'all know who y'all watch The Wire? Y'all know who he was?
No.
He was like the fuck up son. Who tried to be in the game and
end up killing
the only person I know from The Wire is Ada BC.
The pawn shop dude.
That's us.
See, then I don't know at all.
You've never watched The Wire?
No.
Man, we gotta stop betting your credentials before you come on this.
So that's what I was about to say.
Wow.
Wait a minute. So this must have been after this must have been the first couple of years. This is second season.
Second season.
The
dots.
Okay, I got to because I watched the first and second season.
He was Zabaka's son, like the head of the union.
I gotta watch it again.
He killed the Greek because they tried to play him.
Yeah,
no, remember. I gotta watch it again. Yeah. I gotta watch it.
You gotta watch it. The doc
season. He let his duck die. He was getting his duck drunk in the bar, but he used to bring his duck. He had a pet duck. He'd bring it to the bar and get him drunk.
Oh God, really?
Yeah, he was an animal, you know. An animal. A villain. I hated. Ziggy did get it. He just got on my nerves, yo. Because he knew he was just gonna fuck up everything he touched.
Yeah, and his dad tried to keep him out of the game. His brother tried to keep. Was his brother or his cousin?
No, his cousin.
Cousin tried to keep him out of the game. And when he shot the Greek and his dad, they were in business together. Like running the docks and like they was running like drugs and stuff through the docks and all that stuff. And he tried to branch out on his own and shot one of the Greek people and ended up messing up everything, Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Corey, you ain't watched The Wire, if you don't know that.
Nah, I haven't watched The Wire. So I watched the first 2 seasons, but
you never watched the second season. You watched the first season. You ain't watched the second season because this is like one of the major. This is like one of the major plot points in the second season.
They had the Russian girls in the.
I just forgot. I forgot. Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, maybe I watched half of the second season and then I ain't had no cable. That's my thing, yo. I ain't got no cable. I ain't had no cable.
I was about to say he's always blaming it on the cable.
Yeah, I had no cable, yo. I ain't had no cable.
Hey, Ollie, yo, we probably got to start vetting all these people that come on here, yo. They ain't watching The Wire. That's like a barometer right there. The Wire is literally a top 10 show ever created in the history of TV shows. This is not us talking. This is like critics and people in the industry.
Did it win awards? Emmys and daytime awards and anything like
that? I don't know if it won awards or not.
But yeah, most critics, it's in like the top 3. Most people's list, they do like a top 5. They do like Wire, Breaking Bad, Sopranos, Mad Men type of lists. Like if you look like top TV shows ever, just go ahead and get your Googles on. I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be there. Okay. It's gonna be on somebody's list. Like, and you gotta think, there's a lot of TV shows ever created in the history of television. If you're cracking the top 100, you're a great show. Wire is normally 20 down. This is not just HBO shows; it's 20 down, yo.
Yeah.
But yeah, The Wire. I watched the seasons of The Wire like 10 times in my life, yo. I always got to go back and watch it. You'll find something.
I rewatched it earlier this year. Well, I rewatched the first four seasons. Because I do dumb shit like that.
Yeah.
All right. So anybody else that we can think of before we close this show out? We're at 2 hours here. So
yeah, we good.
Anybody else?
We good, man.
I think we did good.
All right, man. This is a good show. And the funny thing about it is we didn't really tap on just villains. So trust me, everybody, we're going to do just like a villain show because these are characters that we hated. So they could have been good, bad, or indifferent. We're going to do some villains. And like Phenom said, we're going to do one about the best deaths or the worst deaths in movie and TV history, which will definitely be a good one. But this has been great, man. I really, really enjoyed this. We could have went on longer for this, but we don't want to go on too long. Thank you guys, man, so much for hanging with us. I really appreciate everybody that came and hung with us. Don't forget to come check us out next week for another live. As always, Cola, thank you so much for joining us. It is always a pleasure. We love you coming, and everybody else loves you coming too, man. In fact, Cola, tell the people, man, about you and all the good stuff. What do you want to say before you roll out of here?
Tell them about me. That I love you guys. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. Always a good time. Always fun. So that's it.
All right.
My name's Cola. I'm a Gemini. I like long weeks on the beach, long walks on the beach. And
I mean, I am a Gemini. I do love long walks on the beach. Probably go this weekend.
There you go.
I like pina coladas.
Pina colada.
Hold on, that has a different connotation.
Yeah, that's a good.
Does it? Does
if it's upside down.
Well, no, those are pineapples.
Oh, those are pineapples.
Yeah, I live in Florida. They're pineapples.
Yeah. That's how they get down. That's how they get down.
Yeah, but it's the upside down pineapples. And now recently I heard about unicorns, which has a whole new connotation for me.
I'm not to Google that one.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I know something new. Huh?
Somebody at work told me about it because I used to tell people I was magical like a unicorn, and then all of a sudden people started buying me unicorns and leaving it at my desk. So this Finnish guy came over to the desk and he was just like, "Oh, so you're a unicorn, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm magical." And he was just like, "Is that it?" And I'm like, "Yeah," And he was like, "You should Google it." I Googled it. I should not have.
I'm about to Google that joint now. Okay, I'm about to Google that. As soon as
give me the clip notes on that, yo. I want to get a virus on my computer. Google.
That's what I was like.
That's true, man. Be a
malware.
malware.
Who joins in with
Ollie gonna crash his computer again, yo. Looking that shit up.
And I'm looking it up right now.
Looking it up right now.
I just you didn't have to look it up. It's just somebody who joins in with a couple or whatever.
Oh,
So
joins in
apparently I
with a
was
couple?
advertising at work for something that I don't do.
Oh, you know what? That's so funny because when I was on a cruise, they kept talking about people that put the unicorn on the doors. So there was like, if you see people that put the unicorns on the doors, you know they kind
Are you
of
sure?
get in.
Or down the party.
Yeah, they're down the party.
Sure. I know they do that with the pineapples. Yeah, that's
Oh, the
what they do with
pineapples. I'm sorry. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
pineapples on the
okay.
door. I tripped.
But you want to
I
get a
digress.
unicorn to come join.
I kid. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The pineapple on the door. That's what it is. A pineapple on the door.
Yeah. Upside down.
Not bad. All right. Well, look, that's it, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will be back next week. Cola, thank you as always. Hollywood DA, Phenom 202. I'm Corey Roy. This has been great. And as always, we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Yep.